What an appropriate song. Girls like you, ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to 2021 Rowing Regatta for the Association of Heads of Independent Girls' Schools, New South Wales. Welcome to the Sydney International Regatta Centre if you're here in person, and to our live stream broadcast if you are joining us online. We're so grateful to be able to be here today to have our schoolgirls racing on this course. It's a beautiful morning, the rain is clearing, a nice little breeze, and hopefully it will stay like that for the next 4 hours when I have the great pleasure of bringing you what is happening out there on the course and other information. My name is Lizzie Chapman. I've been commentating at this regatta for a few years now. It's one of my favourite regattas of the season. And I am sure we're going to have a morning of fantastic racing. Really looking forward to it. So get your pink on and we'll get on with the show. Happy Valentine's Day, of course. It's the 14th of February. And also a massive thank you to the lady who leads this regatta and has done for years, whose birthday it is today. Happy birthday, Donna Baker. We'll be kicking off racing shortly, commencing with the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Sculls, Division 6. And that will kick off at exactly 8 o'clock. If you're looking at the screen, you'll see that, oh, well, there you go. They're away. They were lining up, and they're away. In lane 1, we have a crew from Pymble Ladies College of Lily Sullivan, Lucinda Middleton, Abby Suak, Nityasri Viswanathan, Limo Lynn, they're Coxed, and they are coached by Ariel Madhu. In lane 2, Queenwood 2 with Sophie Bennett, Andy Smith, Josephine Lapping and Sophia Rains, coxed by Clementine Isaac. In lane 3, Pymble Ladies College second crew of Millie Cullinane, Johanna Ricketts, Oleana T and Arabella Wheatley, coxed by Carolina Yemmer and coached by Georgina Jones. In lane 4, Queenwood 1, Grace Holmes, Alicia Jollypool, Freya Hamilton and Serena Plain, coxed by Lily Maynard Fallon. In lane 5, Loretto Kirribilli, Lucy Sekzenian, Eva Eels, Lydia Clarkin and Miranda Hamer, coxed by Isabella Morello. In lane 6, Pymble Ladies College 4, Mia Solomons, Anae McDonald, Lucy McLean and Sienna Novak, coxed by Carrie Luo and coached by Olivia Hunt. In lane 7, Queenwood's third crew of Scarlett McDougall, Zara Milner, Eve Tomlin and India Lockie, coxed by Tori Anderson. In lane 8, from Pymble Ladies College, crew number 3 of Sasha Clark, Winter Shervington, Zoe Hart and Ella Willits, coxed by Caitlin Cho and coached by Evie Thompson. And completing our full lineup of all 9 lanes, Queenwood's fourth crew of Clementine Curry, Hilary Milner, Lisa Mishenko and Lucy Gillett, coxed by Vera Koo. Now, for those who are fairly new to rowing, just an explanation that across the years we race different distances. So those who are relatively new to the sport will race over 1,000 metres. That's years 7 and 8, and that's the race we're looking at now. The year 9s and 10s race over 1,500 metres, and years 11 and 12 race over 2,000 metres. So I will let you know the distance of each race so that what we see on the screen or hear me say makes sense. So the halfway mark now, which is 1,500 metres sign on the screen there as you see it, has come up so quickly, and the crew in the lead is the crew in lane number 5, Loretto Kirribilli. They have a 3.5 second lead over Pymble Ladies College first crew, who in turn have 3.5 seconds over Queenwood's first crew. Queenwood 2 are in 4th place and Pymble Ladies 2 currently in 5th. So the reason it said the 1,500 metre mark is because the full course is 2,000 metres and we count up from 0. So if they're racing 1,000 metres, they will start at the 1,000 metre mark and halfway will be the 1,500 metre mark. Well, we can see the Loretto Kirribilli's crew on our screen. This reminder, a crew of Lucy Sekzenian, Eva Eels, Lydia Clarkin and Miranda Hamer, coxed by Isabella Morello, and they have a fine lead over the other crews. But Pymble Ladies College have not let that lead get extended. They're fighting back. This is the Pymble Ladies College first crew of Lily Sullivan, Lucinda Middleton, Abby Siwak, and Nitya Sri Viswanathan. Their Cox is Yimo Lin. Lovely shot of the course there, looking down towards the flags at the far end, at the finish line. And of course, this is the course that was used for the Sydney 2000 Olympics. The last 250 metres, most of the crews now crossing that line. And Loreto Kirribilli continue to lead in this 6th division of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Pymble Ladies College, still pressing hard, but they're not able to really make a dent in that lead that Loreto Kirribilli set right from the first stroke. Some great timing here for the crew from Loreto Kirribilli as they come towards the finish line and take out Division 6 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Second will be Queenwood 1, Grace Holmes, Alicia Jolly Pooley, Freya Hamilton and Serena Plain. And third will be Pymble Ladies College 2. Fourth, Pymble Ladies College first crew, and fifth, Queenwood 3. Queenwood 4 crossing the line now in 6th position. So we have 2 crews still to finish. And what we do know about Year 8 is often this is the school year where girls first discover rowing. And so we do have some girls who've already been rowing for over a year, and some girls who will have just started probably with camp in January where they learnt to row. So fantastic to see them. Congratulations to our crew from Pymble Ladies College, the number 3 crew, who have now crossed the line. And our final crew will be their Pymble Ladies College 4th crew. Fantastic to see so many schoolgirls join our sport in the last few months, and certainly over the last year during this coronavirus pandemic, where an organised sport where you're not close to each other, as in rowing, is so safe and so attractive, I guess. So that, completing our field, that would be the 9th crew across the line, Pymble Ladies College 4th crew. So our winners there, Loreto Kirribilli in a time of 4 minutes, 28.22 seconds. Second, Queenwood 1, the margin 8.10. Third, Queenwood 2, the margin 12.3. Fourth, Pymble Ladies College first crew. Fifth was Queenwood 3, 6th Queenwood 4, 7th Pymble Ladies second crew, 8th Pymble Ladies third crew, and 9th Pymble Ladies 4th crew. And just a reminder that there will be no presentation of medals at the regatta this year in order to comply with COVID regulations and keep people safe. If the coach could please come down to the finish tower to collect medals in due course, that would be appreciated. Okay, we're moving now to Year 10. And to a different discipline in the sport of rowing, the discipline called sweep, where you only have one oar and both hands are on that one oar. In sculling, we have an oar in each hand. And we have the Schoolgirl Year 10-8 underway now, racing over 1,500 metres. In lane 4, Queenwood. In lane 5, Roseville. In lane 6, St Catherine's. The crew from Queenwood is Naomi Peace, Chloe Brunker, Valanti Socrates, Grace Anderson, Maya Billingham, Charlotte Botha, Madison Preller, Phoebe Campbell and their cox Matilda Birch, coached by Ella Davidson and Caroline Lonergan. In lane 5, the crew from Roseville of Samia Shrara, Grace Bennett, Phoebe Herdman, Ava Cassar, Alice Bennett, Caitlin Coleman, Sienna Meany and Hannah Alexander, coxed by Lauren Noble and coached by Gonzalo Briones. And in lane 6 from St. Catherine's, Charlotte Skeffington, Cameron Faturis, Sienna Morgan, Missy Callahan, Annabelle Beckett, Sophie Castellas, Lara Webber, and Madeline Griffiths, coxed by Charlotte Wadds and coached by Jared Watson and Crystal Piper. At the 500-metre mark, 1/3 of the way through the race, Roseville had taken a lead over Queenwood and St. Catherine's were in third. Coming into the last 100 metres of the race, and Roseville College continue to lead the field. Queenwood in second place, St. Catherine's in third. This is the Schoolgirl Year 10-8. Well, they've had a great row all the way down the course. Roseville College take out the Schoolgirl Year 10-8. Queenwood will be second, St. Catherine's third. Well, congratulations to Roseville College, our first 8th race of the day and their first win. The time was 5 minutes 27.14 seconds, the margins 7.61 and 8.69. And again, a reminder that medals will be available for collection by the coach from the tower following the event, from the finish tower. No presentations will take place in 2021. So if you do have any withdrawals and substitutions now that the athletes have gathered at the course, please would you send a nominated person from your school to the finish tower to come and complete the official withdrawals and substitutions form, preferably as quickly as possible. Our third race of the day is Year 9 Single Scull, racing over 1,000 metres. In lane 1, we have Ascombe School, represented by Winter Wennebaum and coached by Thomas Parker. In lane 2, Stella Maris College 2, Catherine Wilcock, coached by Katie Healy. In lane 3, MLC School, Amelia Glastonbury, coached by Andrew Patterson, Kirsten Lilliquist and Madeline Murphy. In lane 4, Loretto Kirribilli 1, Phoebe Lill, coached by Phoebe Halley. In lane 5, Stella Maris College 1, Philippa Young, coached by Katie Healy. In lane 6, representing Ascombe, Anna Scrooby, coached by Thomas Parker and Susanna McMahon. In lane 7, Loretto Kirribilli 2, Heidi Aarons, coached by Benjamin Sullivan. In lane 8, Monte Sant'Angelo, Eva Distaso, coached by Katie Healy. And in lane 9, from St. Catherine's, Jasmine Abila. Okay, and I've just been advised that Loretto Kiribili's sculler Heidi Ahrens has had to scratch. So that is lane 7 that will be empty. It is the sculler from Stella Maris College, Philippa Young, who's taken the lead at the 500-metre mark. She has almost 4 seconds over Ascom's sculler Anna Scrooby, and then a further 1.47 back to her colleague from Stella Maris College, Catherine Wilcock. St Catherine's sculler Jasmine Abila is currently in 4th, Eva Di Stasso from Monte Sant'Angelo in 5th, Amelia Glastonbury from MLC in 6th, Winter Wennebaum from Ascom in 7th, and at the moment Phoebe Lill from Loretto Kiribili is 8th. So some of these girls will race at clubs as well, and Philippa Young does race with Mossman Rowing Club as well as for her school. And yesterday she won the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull with her colleagues from Mossman. Today she's representing her school, and she was out in the lead there. But in the closing stages of the race, it is her colleague Catherine Wilcock from Stella Maris who had overtaken her. Big push from Philippa Young on the line, and I'm pretty sure she has taken that out. She has indeed. She's won by less than a second over her colleague from Catherine Wilcock. So congratulations to Philippa Young for Stella Maris. 3rd across the line, Anna Scrooby from Ascom. Oh, and a close finish there for Eva Di Stasso from Monte Sant'Angelo, also rowing at Mossman, to come in 4th. Over Amelia Glastonbury from MLC School, who'll have to settle for 5th. 6th from St Catherine's, Jasmine Abila. And 7th from Ascom, Winter Wennebaum. And our final sculler, Phoebe Lill from Loretto Kiribili, crosses the line now to complete our field. The time for Philippa Young for that 1,000-metre race was 4 minutes 27.52. She won by a margin of 0.69 over Catherine Wilcock. And then a further 6.21 back to Anna Scrooby. Our next race is also over 1,000 metres. This is the Schoolgirl Year 9 Double Scull. In lane 2, we will have Roseville College, represented by Scarlett Ridley and Angelina Bogosian. They are coached by Charlotte McBrayer. In lane 3, Tara School, represented by Kaylin Duong and Gemma Simpson, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. In lane 4, Loretto Kiribili, represented by Eve O'Brien and Lucinda Steele, coached by Phoebe Halley. In lane 5, Pimble Ladies College, Cameron Collett and Stella Simons, coached by Eliza Entwistle. In lane 6, representing Askham, Kitty Zusak and Grace Carter, coached by Susanna McMahon. In lane 7, representing PLC Sydney, Tasha Cahill and Caris Town, coached by Izzy Hooton. In lane 8, representing MLC School, Jodie Feng and Sasha Kovarik, coached by Madeline Murphy and Kirsten Lilliquist. So in the 2,000 metre races, the girls are held at the start by boat holders from pontoons, but the 1,000 metre race, it is a free start. And they're off to a cracking pace in this Schoolgirl Year 9 double scull. You can see the difference an extra year of rowing makes to your confidence. And also, of course, to your coordination and your motor skills. So we're seeing some good, sharp catches there. As the girls place the blades in the water, hopefully all 4 blades at the same time, and that's the tricky bit with double sculls, and then their legs pushing down together. So the first quarter of the race is out of the way, and the girls settle down now to their rhythm, their race rhythm, and their race pace. So you see the rate of striking starting to lower, and the length of the stroke starting to increase. So lane 3 has managed, that's Tara School's crew of Kaylin Duong and Gemma Simpson, have managed to move away from Roseville College in lane 2. Lane 5 is the crew from Pimble Ladies College. They're also up there, but then moving oh yes, and you can see them clearly on the screen now. So they've managed to now start to move away from Tara School. And crossing the halfway mark in the lead is the crew from Askham of Kitty Zusak and Grace Carter. Pimble Ladies College now sitting in second. And Tara School have moved back to fourth. MLC School, of course, we haven't seen them on the screen yet. They're in lane 8. They're sitting in third. Tara School fourth. PLC Sydney currently in fifth. Loretto Kirribilli in sixth. And Roseville College seventh. That's at the halfway mark. So Askham School looking very comfortable now in the middle of the race. Still at quite a high rate of striking, a rate of 29, 30 strokes every minute, but getting good ratio with that as well. So showing some good power and ratio. Crew in second position, Pimble Ladies College at rate 28, a little bit lower. On that crew from MLC School, which is the crew closest to the grandstand, looking very dangerous indeed as we come into the last 500 meters of the race. Rating 30 strokes a minute, but managing to have very good timing. That's the crew of Jodie Feng and Sasha Kovarik. Askham continue to lead as we come into the last 100 meters of the race. MLC School progressing very well indeed in the dying stages of this race. Pimble Ladies College hanging on. Tara School have now dropped right back, and Roseville College appear to be having a much better second half of the race than they did the first half. Askham School continue to lead. MLC School still threatening. Pimble Ladies College looking strong. Askham School look across, lift their rate of striking, one more stroke, slightly out of their lane, but who cares? They cross the line first to take out the Schoolgirl Year 9 double scull over a very good crew from MLC School, and third will be Pymble Ladies College. Fourth will be Loreto Kirribilli. Very close finish between PLC Sydney and Tara, but PL Sydney will take out fifth position. Tara School fading in the second half, move back to sixth. And seventh will be Roseville, who started in lane 2, but well, they're doing a little bit of sightseeing, and what a beautiful day to just be messing about in boats on the river. Good on them. Whatever the issues, they are continuing strongly, and congratulations, they crossed the line to complete their Schoolgirl Year 9 double race. A win for Askham in a time of 4 minutes, 29.15 seconds. The margin between them and MLC School in the end, 2.14, and a further 3.39 back to Pymble Ladies College. Now our next race is the Schoolgirl Para single scull. So para meaning parallel sport, so it is for those who have an impairment, physical or intellectual, and we only have one entrant this year, and that is Amber Bradley, who coached by Felix Dure, who represents PLC Sydney. She's racing over 500 metres. Amber has been absolutely inspirational this season. Quite often she's the only person in the race, so I implore all of the coaches and Coxes and parents out there, and athletes out there, if there is a physical disability that qualifies you for para rowing, then please do come and join in. And I do say that with great passion, because my day job is to help Rowing Australia identify talent for the Paris Paralympics, and with a bit of luck I'll be taking our para crews to the Tokyo Paralympics later on this year. It's a fantastic sector of our sport of rowing. So just coming up to the grandstand now, PLC Sydney sculler Amber Bradley in the para single scull recreational race over 500 metres. So Amber, she's got about 50 metres left to run in her single scull race. Amber Bradley from PLC. Coming towards the finish line now. Big cheer please for Amber Bradley from PLC Sydney in the recreational 500 para single scull. Congratulations, Amber. And today you did that in a time of 3 minutes, 2.64 seconds. So we have a little break now before our next set of races, which will be the remainder of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Sculls. We have 5 divisions, starting with Division 5 at 8:45 and concluding with Division 1 at 9:05. So whilst we have a 15-minute gap before the next race, for those who are listening in on the live stream or who don't have a copy of the programme here at the regatta today, I'll just run through some of the information. So we have no spectators actually here in the grandstand this year. Thank you very much to the coronavirus, but obviously the live streaming is available. The schools that are participating, or the member schools of the Association of Heads of Independent Girls' Schools in New South Wales are Abbottsley, Ascombe School, Brigadine College, Canberra Girls Grammar, Danebank School, Frensham, Kambala, King Koppel Rose Bay, Loreto Kirribilli, Loreto Normanhurst, Meriden School, MLC School, Mont St Angelo, Mount St Benedict, New England Girls School, OLMC Parramatta, PLC Armidale and PLC Sydney, Pymble Ladies College, Queenwood, Ravenswood, Roseville College, Santa Sabina College, Skeggs Darlinghurst, Stella Maris College, St Catherine's School, St Scholastica's College, St Patrick's College, St Vincent's College, Tangara School, Tara and Winona. So during the course of the year, the Association of Heads of Independent Girls' Schools and its member schools organise many individual and team sporting activities. Some of these are organised in conjunction with IGSSA, which is a subcommittee, and students participating take part in practices and in competitions such as the regatta today. This is the 23rd regatta, annual regatta, that's being held. And the standing committee is presided over by Dr. Julie Greenhaw from Meriden. The treasurer is Ms. Elizabeth Stone from Queenwood. And the remainder of the committee are Mr. Andrew Powell from Ascombe School, Dr. Kate Hadwin from Pymble Ladies College, Dr. Paul Burgess from PLC Sydney, Mrs. Kate Howitt from Abbottsley, Ms. Kerry Banfield from Danebank, Mrs. Sonia Berry, the Executive Officer of the Association, Ms. Vicky Fitzgerald, who is the Director of Sport for the Association, and Dr. Paul Brotherson, who is the Sport Coordinator for the Association. The regatta coordinators are Vicky Fitzgerald and Donna Baker, the rowing convener. And once again, happy birthday to Donna. So it's such a beautiful morning. So I know there are a few people who are cycling up and down the towpath watching the racing. Just a reminder, please, that it is a requirement that you wear a helmet. So usual rules apply. Before you put your hands on the handlebars, put your helmet on, please. Please. If you haven't yet checked in using the QR code, there are a few around the ground, so please make sure you do so. And of course, entry to the island where the regatta operations are taking place is by pink wristband. So if you don't have yours, then can you please see your rowing coordinator and make sure you've got one on your wrist. So bow numbers have been distributed to the schools, and if you've got any questions or need another one, then please can you come to the finish tower today. I know yesterday it was in bay one, but today it's at the finish tower. If you are a Cox or you have a Coxed crew, just a reminder that there's no need for Coxes to come and weigh in today. Virtually everybody did it yesterday, and we're pretty sure you're going to be a lot lighter today because your clothes won't be as wet as they were yesterday in all of that rain. So during the gap-in races, just a reminder that we have the Lakeside restaurant at the back of the grandstand who are serving food and drink, and you can purchase them from that kiosk throughout the regatta. So if you're watching our big screen or our live screening, congratulations to Ascombe School there, celebrating their win in the Year 9 double scull. So of course, even though we're not doing formal presentations, please come and get your medal, and of course you can get onto the medal pontoon and have your photograph taken. Why not? So our next race is beginning their lineup now. This is the beginning now of all of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Sculls, beginning with Division 5, racing over 1,000 metres. So Year 8 events are open to those who are attending one of the member schools and are enrolled in Year 8, but all years can row up an age group if they want to, but they can only nominate to row in one race. So we would assume that most of these girls actually are in year 8, if not then in year 7. So in Division 5, in Lane 2, we will have a crew from St. Catherine's of Daisy Choi, Alex Coffey, Poppy Littlewood and Bianca Kelly. Their cox is Anna Dimopoulos, and they are coached by Amy Tainch, Rosa Hood and Shannon Orkin. And if you're looking at the big screen, you can see they're all now coming to the 1,000-metre mark of one of these free starts that I was talking about earlier. In Lane 3, we have Canberra Girls Grammar School, Edie Matheson-Hull, Audrey West, Isabella Hung and Emily Jackson, coxed by Athena Satsias, coached by Elora Kelly. In Lane 4, Queenwood, Arnica Henderson, Georgina Markram, Sammy Hunt and Trinity Brogden, coxed by Nika Vanna. In Lane 5 from Loreto Normanhurst, Christina Lung, Julia Gonzalez, Ruby Harrison and Ellie Wentworth Brown, coxed by Charlotte Park. They are coached by Miller Argent and Miranda Yuan. In Lane 6, Roseville College, represented by Indy Stump, Alice Bestick, Eva Zhang and Eloise Jones, coxed by Jessica Davies and coached by Caris Campbell. In Lane 7, from Loreto Kirribilli, Ella Chidgey, Georgia Thompson, Olivia Campbell and Coco Butcher, coxed by Scarlett Wallace and coached by Lara Wainwright. And in Lane 8, Pymble Ladies College, Erin Porter, Rachel Tyson, Alice Kang and Sonia Zlatanovich, coxed by Bella Hyun and coached by Howard Goodall. So each of these, the results of each of these races does matter because there is an overall champion school point score. If you come first in a race, you get 10 points. But if you come 8th, you get 2 points. So every girl will be doing her very best to get the best placing she can in each of her race, in each race in which the school is competing. And the race is underway, with Loreto Kirribilli once again getting off to a good start. Very well drilled off the start. The crew from St. Catherine's also having a good, clean start, getting off the blocks nicely. The Pymble Ladies College crew in Lane 8, obviously a little bit concerned about the crews in the other lanes, looking over to see what's happening in the other crews. One thing you learn about rowing is to do well, you need to have your head in your own boat and focus on what you're doing and process, process, process. Lane 5, St. Catherine's, sitting nicely in front of MLC at school at this point, but we saw in previous races how very strong the MLC crews were at the finish of the race. On the other side of St. Catherine's, the crew from Queenwood. And Loreto Normanhurst. So the girls are racing over 1,000 meters. They're coming up to the halfway mark now. And there continue to be very strong showings from Loreto Kirribilli in Lane 7, St. Catherine's in Lane 5, Queenwood in Lane 4, Loreto Normanhurst in Lane 3, and dropping back just a tiny bit, the crew from Roseville. Dropping back a little now is the crew from MLC School. Loreto Kirribilli continue to look very good indeed. This crew of Ella Chidgey, Georgia Thompson, Olivia Campbell, Coco Butcher and Scarlett Wallace, coached by Lara Wainwright. Through the halfway mark, Loreto Kirribilli were led by over a length over the crew from Pymble Ladies College. Queenwood sitting in third, Loreto Normanhurst in fourth, Canberra Girls Grammar in fifth, St Catherine's in sixth, and Roseville in seventh. So on our screens now, that crew from Loreto Kirribilli, very neat and tidy and very determined. So Queenwood, Loreto Normanhurst and Pymble Ladies College looking good, but none of them yet a match for the crew from Loreto Kirribilli. A big push coming from Loreto Normanhurst as they come up to the 250-metre mark. That's the crew of Christina Lung, Julia Gonzalez, Ruby Harrison and Ellie Wentworth Brown. So Charlotte Park, their Cox, urging them on, and they've actually made a break now. They've broken away. Sorry, that was the Queenwood crew who've broken away from that Loreto Normanhurst crew. So Queenwood is Arnica Henderson, Georgina Markram, Sammy Hunt and Trinity Brogdon, coxed by Nika Vanna. In fact, Queenwood looking very strong indeed in the second half of this race and really starting to ramp it up now as they come towards the last 100 metres of the race. Pymble Ladies College still driving on. Loreto Kirribilli continue to lead. Queenwood really quite threatening now. Loreto Kirribilli look across at them. Queenwood looking strong. Loreto Kirribilli very determined to hang on to this Division 5 result in the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad. And they will take out the win. Loreto Kirribilli for the win in Division 5 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Queenwood will be second. Pymble Ladies College will be third. Canberra Girls Grammar managing to keep their noses in front of Loreto Normanhurst to take fourth. Loreto Normanhurst will be fifth. St Catherine's will be sixth. And then our crew from Roseville will be seventh. Loreto Kirribilli crossing the line in a time of 4 minutes 33.14. The margin between them and Queenwood 2.79 and then 5.65 back to Pymble Ladies College. Congratulations to all our crews in Division 5 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Coming on to the start now are the crews for Division 4. In lane 2 from Roseville, Chloe Franklin, Layla Corrant, Saskia Grutka and Olive Bovard, coxed by Emma Dupreez and coached by Katie Ashworth. In lane 3, Loreto Normanhurst, represented by Audrey Kirk, Sophia Bartucciotti, Zara Miller and Penny Rose Collins, coxed by Ruby Mazet and coached by Finley Blake and Kieran Riak. In lane 4 from Queenwood, Sky Dix, Heidi McGuran, Jessica Hogg and Danielle Stridham, coxed by Isabella Santos. In lane 5 from St Catherine's, Arsha Causley, Teresa Lee, Tilda Dunn and Kate Darling, coxed by Gina Kimpton, coached by Dermot O'Driscoll and Lara Campbell. In lane 6 representing MLC School, Ella Baker, Sophia Grave, Ashley Pagewood and Charlotte Penny, coxed by Sophia Iezi and coached by Andrew Patterson and Rob Glendenning. In lane 7, Loreto Kirribilli, represented by Arabella Keating, Audrey Ross, Bridget Carnevale and Amelie Champ, coxed by Cecilia Funder and coached by Adelaide Guinness. And in lane 8, Pymble Ladies College, Grace Longstaff, Isabella Johnson, Zoe Lupton and Alexandra Stansel, coxed by Diana Attinger and coached by India Thompson. So, lane 2, Roseville, lane 3, Loreto Normanhurst, lane 4, Queenwood, lane 5, St Catherine's, lane 6, MLC School, lane 7, Loreto Kirribilli, and lane 8, Pymble Ladies College. They're off to a clean start. And once again, the crew from Loreto Kirribilli, with their yellow blades, leap away from the starting blocks and take an early lead over Pymble Ladies College in lane 8. Very well drilled indeed, Loreto Kirribilli off the start. And now that they're up and running, just gradually lengthening it out, finding their race rhythm, getting a bit of oxygen on board as they settle into the remainder of this 1,000-meter race. On our screen there, you can see the back of their cocks, Cecilia Funder, and then there's stroke girl Amelie Champ, Bridget Carnevale in 3, Audrey Ross in 2, and Arabella Keating in the bow seat. Well, they've settled down now into their race rhythm, and this is a lot closer than the previous race. The crew's pretty much blanketed across the field. Loreto Kirribilli still have their noses in front. Pymble Ladies College on one side of them, and on the other side in lane 6, MLC School. And that looks like that's where the action is coming from, that side of the course. Crossing the halfway mark, Loreto Kirribilli lead by 3.51 of a second over the crew in lane 4, Queenwood. MLC School currently sitting in 3rd, that's lane 6. In lane 8, Pymble Ladies College currently in 4th. Then it's across to St Catherine's in lane 5, who are 5th through the halfway mark. Loreto Normanhurst 6th through the halfway mark. Roseville College 7th. And we can see on the screen there the crew from Queenwood. That's the crew of Sky Dix, Heidi McGurran, Jessica Hogg and Daniel Stridham, coxed by Isabella Santos, currently in 2nd position. Just over a length down on the Loreto Kirribilli crew, but we saw in the previous race how strong Queenwood were in the second half of the race. Can they do the same thing in this one? Well, it looks as though there's a challenge. There's a challenge from MLC School. They were 3rd at the halfway mark, but they've managed to push their way through the crew from Queenwood. This is Ella Baker, Sophia Grave, Ashley Pagewood and Charlotte Penny, coxed by Sophia Yezi. The Pymble Ladies College crew dropping behind slightly now, as are St Catherine's and Roseville. Loreto Normanhurst, the crew of Audrey Kirk, Sophia Bartucciotto, Zari Miller and Penny Rose Collins. Ruby Mazet steering them, looking quite strong now as they come into the last 100 metres of the race, looking as though they will take out 4th position. But the winners from start to finish look like being Loreto Kirribilli, and it looks as though MLC School, who are looking very strong now in the last 100 metres, will take 2nd. Queenwood are going to have to settle for 3rd in this race. I think they've left their run a little too late. Loreto Normanhurst doing a great job working their way through the field throughout the race. It will be in 4th. So a great win, well done. Loreto Kirribilli taking out Division 4 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Cox Quad Scull. MLC School 2nd, Queenwood School 3rd. Loreto Normanhurst have taken 4th. 5th will be St Catherine's. 6th will be Pymble Ladies College, and 7th will be Roseville College. The time there for that crew from Loreto Kirribilli in our 7th race on the programme was 4 minutes, 21.23 seconds. The margins there by the end, 3.14 and 4.21. And Roseville College crossing the line now to complete Division 4 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. And just a recap there of the results. 1st, Loreto Kirribilli. 2nd, MLC School. 3rd, Queenwood. 4th, Loreto Normanhurst. 5th, St Catherine's. 6th, Pymble Ladies College. And 7th, Roseville. We now move to Division 3 of the Year 8 Coxed Quad Skull. In lane 1, Roseville. In lane 2, Loretto Normanhurst. In lane 3, Queenwood. In lane 4, Pymble Ladies College. In lane 5, St Catherine's. In lane 6, PLC Sydney. In lane 7, Loretto Kirribilli. And in lane 8, Canberra Girls Grammar. The crew from Roseville, Matilda Marchant, Grace Thompson, Neve Morgan and Lauren Hanmer, coxed by Freya Mackenzie and coached by Charlotte McBrayer. Loretto Normanhurst in lane 2, Indy Witten, Sabine Walton, Sophia Slater and Kate Gilsonan, coxed by Lily Carolan and coached by Joshua Bowd. The crew from Queenwood in lane 3 is Beck Hummel, Olivia Jones, Eve Thompson and Sabrina Stepper, coxed by Claire Chen. In Pymble Ladies College crew we have Melanie Tan, Genevieve Hartin, Felicity Shea, Alice Beveridge and Isabel Johnston, coached by Matilda Pennington. The crew from St Catherine's have had a few changes and now is Kimmy Billman, Jessie Miller, Amelia Hoskin and Ali Nairn, coxed by Evie Bayo and coached by Abby Gibbs. PLC Sydney is a crew of Alana Araj, Hannah Bebbington, Charlotte Sard and Willa Bowman, coxed by Manuela LaRocca and coached by Lily Glenn. Loretto Kirribilli is represented by Charlotte Madston, Isabel Howard, Elsie Hutton and Ava Hatzidis, coxed by Hannah Duffy and coached by Samuel Holmes. And Canberra Girls Grammar School, the crew of Marina Zanetos, Matilda Watts, Helena Kadur and Jemima Farmer, coxed by Willow Kerr-Lewis and coached by Ella Smethurst. And once again, it's the crews in the lanes closest to the grandstand who seem to have got out to a very good start. Loretto Kirribilli once again, very well drilled. Charlotte Madston, Isabel Howard, Elsie Hutton and Ava Hatzidis. Hannah Duffy getting them off to a good, clean and powerful start. But Canberra Girls Grammar, now that they've reached their race rhythm, really getting into their stride and looking very strong indeed. As we come through the halfway mark, Loretto Normanhurst are in the lead over Loretto Kirribilli, Queenwood sitting in 3rd, Pymble Ladies College in 4th, Canberra Girls Grammar in 5th, PLC Sydney in 6th and St Catherine's in 7th. And as we come now into the 3rd quarter of the race, the crews beginning to separate now, starting to see who the strongest crews are and who might come through from the win. And Loretto Normanhurst on the far side, that crew of Indy Witten, Sabine Walton, Sophia Slater and Kate Gilsonan, coxed by Lily Carolan, coached by Joshua Bowd, looking really strong. Now they've had a couple of changes in the crew. It was supposed to be Sophia Lamp in the 2-seat, but Sabine Walton has come in and she's looking pretty good there, looking like she's enjoying that race. Kate Gilsonan jumping into the 3-seat instead of Emma O'Brien and really supporting the stroke girl there, some good strong rhythm. Having a good battle with Loretto Kirribilli across in lane 7 closest to the grandstand. But it rather suits Loretto Normanhurst to be out on their own across there in lane 2. They've pulled right away from Roseville and even from Queenwood now, Pymble Ladies College. And looking stronger and stronger as they come to the finish line. This looks like Division 3 will be a win for Loretto Normanhurst. Loretto Kirribilli, strong but not strong enough. 2nd in Division 4. A real battle for that 3rd position, but it will be Queenwood who'll hang on to 3rd position just over Pymble Ladies College. It will be Canberra Girls Grammar School that will be 5th. 6th is PLC Sydney. St Catherine's will be 7th. A wonderful race there from Loretto Normanhurst, particularly given the changes in their crews, and they've finished that race in a good time of 4 minutes, 9.65 seconds, a margin of 3.83 over Loretto Kirribilli, who have a further margin of 3.9 over Queenwood, who scrambled across the line just 0.57 of a second over Pymble Ladies College. So recapping the results for race 8, first Loretto Normanhurst, second Loretto Kirribilli, third Queenwood, fourth Pymble Ladies College, fifth Canberra Girls Grammar, sixth PLC Sydney, seventh St Catherine's. We will now move to race number 9 on the programme, which is Division 2 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Sculls. The race is underway with Tara School in lane 1, Loretto Kirribilli in lane 2, Loretto Normanhurst in lane 3, Roseville in lane 4, PLC Sydney in lane 5, Queenwood in 6, St Catherine's in lane 7, and Pymble Ladies College in lane 8. So Tara School on the far side is a crew of Holly Martin, Ella Hazuri, Jemima Bradford and Selena Shee, coxed by Piper Hill, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. Lane 2's Loretto Kirribilli crew is Kate Whitson, Rachel Risby, Arabella Sue, Annalise Radakaj and Ruby Kozub as their cox, coached by Benjamin Sullivan. The crew from Loretto Normanhurst is Sophia Lamp, Emma O'Brien, Tara Gambrill and Mariana Daly, coxed by Neve Hornby and coached by Rosalind Daly. The crew from Roseville, Winnie Wang, Georgia McRae, Claudia Berger, Scarlett Miles and their cox Annalise Wiseman, coached by Jack Henderson. PLC Sydney is Grace Khalil, Isabel McLaughlin, Tanika Young and Jasmine Saha, coxed by Annabelle Bland and coached by Lexi Mayer. Queenwood is Zara Taylor, Natasha Hughes, Kalia Lancaster and Grace Orpin, coxed by Allegra Corrales McCall and coached by Ray Boyle. The crew from St Catherine's is Edie McGregor, Alice Steed, Piper Simpson and Ada Lloyd, coxed by Daniela Camino and coached by Crystal Piper. And Pymble Ladies College is the crew of Iris Wang, Hannah Weber, Phoebe Handley and Ellie Hennessy, coxed by Annabelle Shanahan and coached by Issy Singaraya. Loretto Kirribilli, who are the crew in lane 2, were in the lead at the 500 metre or halfway mark, and Queenwood were in second place. Pymble Ladies College were third, Loretto Normanhurst were fourth, PLC Sydney fifth, Tara School sixth, and Roseville College seventh. So lane 2, Loretto Kirribilli once again off to a great start, a strong, clean start, and have lengthened their lead as they come into the final 100 metres of the race. The competition is coming from Queenwood School closer to the grandstand, and then a major battle on for the third position between St Catherine's in lane 7 and Pymble Ladies College in lane 4. There's something in the water at Loretto Kirribilli in the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Some wonderful rowing coming there from Kate Wilson, Rachel Risby, Annabella Sue and Annalise Radakaj. Their cox, Ruby Kozub, they take the win. A really strong finish for the crew from Queenwood, but they'll have to settle for second. And still St Catherine's and Pymble Ladies College locked in a battle, bow ball to bow ball as they come across the finish line. It will be St Catherine's who will just take third place over Pymble Ladies College. Loretto Normanhurst will be fifth. Sixth will be Roseville College. PLC Sydney seventh, and Tara School will be eighth. This is the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull, Division 2. Recapping, a win for Loretto Kirribilli, and the time, provisional time, 4 minutes, 4.03 seconds. The margin 0.71 over second placed Queenwood. Third, St Catherine's, the margin back to them was 12.99, but the battle with Pymble was a margin of just 0.55. Fifth, Loretto Normanhurst. Sixth, Roseville. Seventh, PLC Sydney. And eighth, Tara School. Okay, we move to our final race in the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. In lane 1, we will have Canberra Girls Grammar School, represented by Maddie Beasley, Isabel King, Sophie Frost and Miranda Warswick, coxed by Meera Navaratnam and coached by Lee Ming and Megan Chen. In lane 2, representing Tara School, Arushi Chauhan, Sally Payne, Orchid Ye and Millie Don't, coxed by Amelia Jones, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. In lane 3, St Catherine's, Darcy Connell, Lucy Hall, Chelsea Baker and Melanie Poulos, coxed by Georgia Parks and coached by Rich Coakley. In lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst, Tessa Hare, Lucy Ball, Isabel Hare and Sinead Hickey, coxed by Madeline Woods and coached by Linda Reed. In lane 5, Loretto Kirribilli, Mabel Oxenham, Georgia Moran, Ava Charles and Chloe Alsop, coxed by Annabelle Peel and coached by Frederica Gibbs. In lane 6 from Roseville, Abigail Kelly, Pia Allen, Grace McKinley and Grace Bennett. Matilda Marchant is their cox and their coach is Alexander Smith. PLC Sydney are in lane 7. Madeline Vaughan, Emma Burgess, Isabella Yardley and Molly Cameron, coxed by Arena Shee and coached by Laura Brady. In lane 8, Pymble Ladies College, Amy Zhang, Lauren Gibson, Mika Nato and Tully O'Regan, coxed by Annabelle Taylor and coached by Lewis Gray. And lane 9, Queenwood complete our field, India Stevenson, Chloe Fengels, Madeline Walk and Olivia Migliorini. Alice Yardley is their cox and they are coached by Kieran Glynn. So at the halfway mark in race number 10, it was Loretto Kirribilli in the lead over Roseville. Pymble Ladies College were 3rd, St Catherine's 4th, Queenwood 5th, Canberra Girls Grammar 6th, PLC Sydney 7th and Tara School 8th. Well, they're coming into the last 500 metres of the race and Tara School look really good, really good. They have moved their way up now to the leading position and they're looking very strong indeed. So Tara School again, oh sorry I'm wrong here, Loretto Kirribilli, Mabel Oxenham, Georgia Moran, Ava Charles and Chloe Alsop, coxed by Annabelle Peel. They've got clean water over the rest of the field. Storming through to the finish, it will be Loretto Kirribilli who will take the win in Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Scull. Second will be Roseville College. Oh, fast finish here from Pymble Ladies College. Can they do it? I don't think so. I think they just once again have to take 4th position because St Catherine's came across 3rd. Loretto Normanhurst 5th. 6th, Canberra Girls Grammar School. 7th, Queenwood. 8th, PLC Sydney, and 9th will be Tara School. So Loretto Kirribilli in an unofficial time of 3 minutes 56.16 with a margin of 3.79 over Roseville College, take the win in Division 1. 3rd, St Catherine's. 4th, Pymble Ladies College. 5th, Loretto Normanhurst. 6th, Canberra Girls Grammar School. 7th, Queenwood. 8th, PLC Sydney and 9th, Tara School. A change of pace and a change of distance. We now move to Schoolgirl Year 10, single sculls, racing over 1,500 metres. In lane 2, we have Imogen Gray, representing Mont St Angelo. She's coached by Katie Healy. In lane 4, Ascombe School, represented by Me O'Carrigan, coached by Susanna McMahon and Thomas Parker. In lane 5, representing Tara School, Olivia Don't, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. In lane 7, Winona, represented by Talia Noland. It's so great to see Winona rowing again. In lane 8, we have Felicity Errington from Ascombe, coached by Thomas Parker. And in lane 9, Emily Alton, coached by Jared Watson, is representing St Catherine's School. So lane 2, Mont St Angelo. Lane 4, Askham. Lane 5, Tara. Lane 6, Askham. Lane 7, Winona. Lane 8, Askham. Lane 9, St Catherine's. So we're through the first 500 metres in this 1500 metre race, and it's Imogen Gray who has taken a lead, representing Mont St Angelo, over Olivia Don't of Tara School. Sitting in third is Felicity Errington of Askham School. In fourth, Talia Noland of Winona. In fifth, Me O'Carrigan of Askham School. In sixth, Emily Alton of St Catherine's. The time to 500 metres, 2 minutes, 6.2 seconds. And we've got a little bit of wind lifting up, and at the moment it's a crosswind. You can see the beautiful water there at the early stages of the race, but as we know with this course, it gets a little bit breezy as you come further down the course, especially as you come through the area where there is the bridge and the entrance from the warm-up lake. Making their way down in stately procession. Imogen Gray from Mont St Angelo in lane 2. Still looking very strong indeed. Me O'Carrigan from Askham in lane 4. Olivia Don't from Tara School in lane 5. Sophia Miller of Askham in lane 6. Talia Noland of Winona is in lane 7. Felicity Errington from Askham in 8. And Emily Alton of St Catherine's in 9. So Imogen Gray, some lovely sculling there, nice long strokes, very accurate on the catch. Squaring up early, placing where she reaches, she crosses, she's completed the second 500, so she crosses the 500 to go mark. And sitting in second position still is Olivia Don't from Tara School. Felicity Errington of Askham remains in third. Imogen Gray has now extended her lead to 7.86 of a second. Felicity Errington still within a length of Olivia Don't, so there's a chance for her to squeeze on up. Talia Noland from Winona still sitting in fourth. Charlotte Cameron. I don't think that can be right because Charlotte's not actually in the race. Yeah, Me O'Carrigan in fifth and Emily Alton in sixth. It's pretty brave to get out there in a single scull. It's terrifying the first few times that you do it. And then gradually you get used to being on your own and just focusing in on what you're doing. And that seems to be a great skill of Imogen Gray. So concentrating on the process. She's set up a very good rhythm at a comfortable rate that she can manage. She's actually rating 28 strokes per minute, so quite lively. But the most important thing is that she's got a really long stroke. So she's actually getting effective length and more degrees at the catch and at the finish than others. So she continues to draw further away from the rest of the field. It looks like a very talented Year 10 single sculler we have here in Imogen Gray from Mont St Angelo. A sculler I would have thought at Mossman Rowing Club, looking at the name of her coach, Katie Healy, who herself is a fine competitor. Second looks like being Tara School all the way through to the end, and still in third, Felicity Errington from Ascombe School. So a great win there for Imogen Gray from Mont St Angelo, taking out the Schoolgirl Year 10 single scull in fine form. Second, Olivia Don't from Tara School. Third, representing Ascombe, Felicity Errington. Fourth, and representing Winona School, Talia Noland. Representing Ascombe School, racing towards the finish line now, Me O'Carrigan. And making sure she earns as many points as possible for her school, Emily Alton from St Catherine's, coached by Jared Watson, will place sixth. So recapping on those placings, it was a win in the Schoolgirl Year 10 single scull for Mont St Angelo, represented by Imogen Gray. Second, Tara School, Olivia Don't. Third, Ascombe, Felicity Errington. Fourth, Winona, Talia Noland. Fifth, Ascombe, Me O'Carrigan. Sixth, St Catherine's, Emily Alton. The time, 6 minutes, 25.88 seconds, the margins 13.35 and 7.88. We're going to stay with Year 10. We're going to move from single sculls to double sculls. In lane 2, Pymble Ladies College first crew of Madeline Coman and Elizabeth Hart, coached by Georgie Masters and Claire Hassel. In lane 3, Pymble Ladies College third crew of Isabel Francis and Zara Benson, coached by Eleanor Nettleton. In lane 4, Ascombe School, represented by Portia Koskar and Audrey Abe-Wickriemer, coached by Susanna McMahon. In lane 5, Pymble Ladies College second crew, Maya Partridge and Jessica Ding, coached by Georgie Masters and Claire Hassel. In lane 6, Loretto Normanhurst, Elizabeth Powell and Greta Perrison, coached by Malcolm Campbell. And in lane 7, PLC Sydney, represented by Victoria Mortensen and Ashley Horsberg, coached by Carolyn Wong and Annie Akey. The crews are on the start. And they're away. Oh, a good start there from Loretto Normanhurst, the double scull of Elizabeth Powell and Greta Perrison. And it looks as though Ascombe School also had a good start. Portia Koskar and Audrey Abe-Wickriemer over in lane 4. PLC Sydney, nice and clean out of the blocks. Victoria Mortensen and Ashley Horsberg. Hanging on really well to the crew from Loretto Normanhurst, who have taken the early lead. So Year 10, so again they're racing over 1,500 metres. So getting off nice and lively, but then it's really important they settle down to a good rhythm where they've got enough recovery. So that's the time when the blades are out of the water to be able to gather their energy, ready for another good, strong, long stroke. So Loretto Normanhurst, Ascombe School and PLC Sydney looking very strong in the first part of this race. Settling down now into their race rhythm and starting to look very comfortable. Pymble Ladies College 1 and Pymble Ladies College 3 on the far side of the course. So we're through the first 500 metres and it is Loretto Normanhurst in the lead, Ascombe School second, and the margin is 2.8 seconds. PLC Sydney still hanging on to third position, the margin back to them though 6.11. Pymble Ladies College 3 are in fourth position, Pymble Ladies College 2 are in fifth, and Pymble Ladies College 1 are in sixth. Just a couple of seconds between each of those Pymble Ladies College crews. Ascombe School looking very good as they lengthen out now and start to draw away with Normanhurst from the rest of the field. Pymble Ladies College third crew, Pymble Ladies College second crew, neck and neck, and PLC Sydney still hanging in there. The Pymble Ladies College first crew starting to drop back now. So the Ascombe School crew, looking powerful, rating 26 strokes a minute. Sitting next to this crew from, I guess it must be Pymble Ladies College, who've now, it is the crew from Loretto Normanhurst, who continue to lead up at a nice lively rate of 32 strokes a minute. And you can see that because they're fairly accurate, they're actually managing to use that high rate of striking to pull away from the remainder of the field. They've now extended their lead over Ascombe to 5.1 seconds. Third, PLC Sydney. And the margin back to PLC Sydney is now 9.96 seconds. Pymble Ladies College third crew still sitting in fourth, the margin for them 5.32, and they have 7.1 seconds over the Pymble Ladies College 1 crew. So Pymble Ladies College 1 having a little bit better time in the middle 500 metres of the course, and starting to come back on the remainder of the field, but I really don't think they're going to be able to make a dent in the lead that Loretto Normanhurst and Ascombe have over the remainder of the field. So Loretto Normanhurst continuing to lead as they come into the last 250 metres of the race. Ascombe School still safely in second, PLC Sydney in third, and Pymble Ladies College third crew in fourth. Loretto Normanhurst, it's a battle, but the Loretto Normanhurst crew still continue to lead. Coming to the last 100 metres of the race, raising their rate of striking from 32 to 34. Ascombe School raising theirs from 26 to 30. Loretto Normanhurst continue to lead. This is the final of the Schoolgirl Year 10 double scull, and it's going to be a fine win for Loretto Normanhurst as they streak across the line. In a time of 6 minutes 15.5 seconds. Ascombe School taking out second place, and PLC Sydney, Victoria Mortensen and Ashley Horsberg. A good row for them, and they will take out third place in the Schoolgirl Year 10 double scull. A great row from Pymble Ladies College third crew, and they will place fourth. Improving with every stroke, Pymble Ladies College first crew will cross the line in fifth. And Pymble Ladies College second crew will be sixth. So just recapping those results of the Schoolgirl Year 10 double scull, a win for Loretto Normanhurst, Powell and Perrison, second Ascombe, third PLC Sydney, fourth Pymble Ladies College 3, fifth Pymble Ladies College 1, sixth Pymble Ladies College 2. Winning time 6 minutes 15.5 seconds, the margins 6.93 and 18.68. We'll move to Year 9 now, and the Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull, where we have 5 divisions. In our first division, race number 13 on the programme, we have St Catherine's in lane 2, Queenwood 1 in lane 3, Pymble Ladies College in lane 4, Queenwood 2 in lane 5, Canberra Girls Grammar in lane 6, and Loretto Kirribilli in lane 7. The crew from St Catherine's, Anna Dimopoulos, Evie Bayo, Daniela Camino and Georgia Parks, coxed by Chelsea Baker and coached by Amy Tainch. The Queenwood crew is Elena Ferros, Amelia Hawley, Scarlett Stapledon and Maddie Cheetham, coxed by Melanie Lamb. The crew from Pymble Ladies College is Isabel Johnston, Diana Attinger, Annabelle Taylor and Yimo Lynn, coxed by Annabelle Shenahan and coached by Lewis Gray. Queenwood 2 is the crew of Alice Hemming, Clementine Isaac, Lily Maynard Fallon and Nika Vanna, coxed by Claire Chen. Canberra Girls Grammar School are represented by Yelini Sundar, Reshmi Senanayake, Amelia Royal and Erin Wyatt, coxed by Savannah Heindel and coached by Campbell Moore. And Loretto Kirribilli is represented by Sophie Wagner, Brianna Destro, Abigail Porter and Zoe Ryan, coxed by Sophie McLaughlin and coached by Lara Wainwright. So we've got a lovely breeze making the flags flutter down here at the medal dais, where people are coming to have their photographs taken, since we have no formal presentations this year. And just a reminder that the UV levels are going to rise pretty quickly, so please remember to put your sunscreen on. And once you've finished your racing and collected your medals, if you could please return your bow numbers to the finish tower, we would be most grateful. So the wind has shifted around a bit. We've now got a crosswind, as we can see from the flags flying at the finish tower here, or medal rostrum, and that's just making things a little tricky on the start line. Our scheduled start is at 9:45, so plenty of time for them to take it calmly. But just a reminder to all the crews and coxes going out that it does take, when you have a free start like this at the 1,000 meter mark, it does take a little bit of jostling to get everybody in position and get them off fairly. So please do be early to the start, no later than 5 minutes, preferably a little bit earlier. So make sure you plan your warm-up and your time getting on the water so that we keep this regatta flowing and on time. So we're racing here for the Year 9 Coxed Quad Sculls. We have 5 divisions, and the trophy for the Year 9 Quad donated by Loretto Normanhurst. So for those who've completed their races and still have to collect their medals, a reminder, we're not doing any presentations, formal presentations down on the medal rostrum this year, but you can come down to the tent in front of the grandstand to collect your medals, and of course you are most welcome, your coaches, to go onto the pontoon itself and take photographs. If anybody needs first aid facilities, they will be in the medical centre. That's about 50 metres past the finishing tower. And as we ramp up for the Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull, just a reminder that if you are following the race on a bicycle, please do remember to put your helmet on. And if you are walking up and down the towpath, to watch the race, if you could just make sure you keep an eye out for coaches on bicycles. So we've got a beautiful day here to help you plan your day. We are up to race number 13, the beginning of the Coxed Quad Scull races for Year 9. We'll then be moving on to the Schoolgirl Year 8 Single Scull and the Schoolgirl Year 8 Double Scull. Then we will move to the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Sculls, and we've got 4 divisions there racing over 1,500 metres. And then finishing off the exciting races at the end of the day, where we have our most senior girls racing in first, the Double Scull, then the Single Scull, then the 4. We'll then have the Schoolgirl 1 and 2 Coxed Quads, and we'll finish the day with the Schoolgirl Second 8 and the Schoolgirl First 8. Always incredibly exciting races, and we are so looking forward to seeing the results this year. In the Second 8s, the race is going to be between Loretto Kirribilli, Queenwood, who have 2 crews, Canberra Girls Grammar, Loretto Normanhurst and Pymble Ladies. And in the first 8s we have PLC Sydney, St Catherine's, Loretto Kirribilli, Pymble Ladies College, Queenwood, Canberra Girls Grammar School, and Loretto Normanhurst. So lots to hang around for and watch at the end of the day. Some really exciting races there. Then we'll go 4, 3, 2, 1, etc. So a little bit of blustery wind there as our Year 9 Coxed Quad Sculls gather at the start line at the 1,000 metre mark. Once we start, it'll be fast and furious. So this first race, we are going to have 6 crews racing. And I think because it's such an age since I read through the names, I'll bore you all and do it again. Hopefully we've got people joining the live stream now who are getting ready to watch their family members and friends race. So in lane 2, we're going to have a crew from St. Catherine's of Anna Dimopoulos, Evie Bayo, Daniela Camino and Georgia Parks, coxed by Chelsea Baker. Their coach is Amy Tainch. In lane 3, we're going to have the Queenwood First crew, which is Elena Ferros, Amelia Hawley, Scarlett Stapleton and Madeline Cheetham, with Melanie Lamb coxing them. In lane 3, we'll have a crew from Pymble Ladies College of Isabel Johnston, Diana Attinger, Annabelle Taylor and Yemo Lynn, coxed by Annabelle Shanahan and coached by Lewis Gray. In lane 5, the Queenwood Second crew of Alice Hemming, Clementine Isaac, Lily Maynard Fallon and Nika Vanna, coxed by Claire Chen. And Nika, of course, was out there coxing another crew earlier on. In lane 6, Canberra Girls Grammar School with Yalini Sundar, Reshmi Senanayake, Amelia Royal and Erin Wyatt, coxed by Savannah Heindel and coached by Campbell Moore. And in lane 7, Loretto Kirribilli with Sophie Wagner, Brianna Destro, Abigail Porter and Zoe Ryan, coxed by Sophie McLaughlin and coached by Lara Wainwright. If you're watching our live stream, you can see those crews lining up on the start now at the 1,000 metre mark at our Sydney International Regatta Centre, and they're off. And again, a good fast start from Loretto Kirribilli, showing excellent form off the start in the Schoolgirl Year 8 Coxed Quad Sculls, and that continues through to Year 9, so there's some great coaching going on there. Also strong off the start, the crew in lane 3. That's the Queenwood First crew. In the bow seat, so on the right of your screen, Elena Ferros, Amelia Hawley at 2, Scarlett Stapleton at 3, Maddie Cheetham is in the stroke seat and their cox is Madeline Lamb. In lane 5, the Queenwood Second crew of Alice Hemming, Clementine Isaac, Lily Maynard Fallon and Nika Vanna, with Claire Chen coxing them. Canberra Girls Grammar School, as always, off to a really strong start and now hitting their race rhythm. The bow girl, Yalini Sundar, their 2 girl, Reshmi Sananayake, Amelia Royal at 3, Erin Wyatt at stroke, Savannah Heindel, their cox. And Loretto Kirribilli still looking very strong indeed in lane 7. Starting to fall back a little now, the crew across on the far side from St. Catherine's and the Pymble Ladies College crew in lane 4. Queenwood 1 progressing now, starting to draw away very slowly from the crew from their second crew, Queenwood 2. But it's Loretto Kirribilli who continue to lead as they come up to the halfway point. Loretto Kirribilli through the halfway point in a time of 2 minutes, 7.76 seconds. Some lovely long strokes there from Sophie Wagner in the bow seat. Canberra Girls Grammar have inched their way into a second position over Queenwood by 0.84 of a second. And then Queenwood First crew have just slipped back to third by 0.94 of a second. So a blanket really, Queenwood 1, Queenwood 2, Canberra Girls Grammar. Loretto Kirribilli clear leaders by more than 8 seconds over Canberra Girls Grammar School.
The home point has been updated.
As they work their way now through the third quarter of the race. Queenwood 1 starting to drop behind Canberra Girls Grammar School now. I'm sure their cox is looking across and will call a lift. Loretto Kirribilli looking steady, looking strong, keeping their timing up at a really high rate of 34 strokes a minute. Queenwood at 34. So Canberra Girls Grammar, they have their noses in front of Queenwood 2, but Queenwood 1 are continuing the battle. Loreto Kirribilli continue to lead as they come into the last 100 metres of Division 5 of our Year 9 Coxed Quad Sculls. Canberra Girls Grammar and Queenwood First Crew battling it out for second position. Queenwood 2 hanging on to fourth, ahead of St. Catherine's and Pymble Ladies College. Loreto Kirribilli drawing away now in the last few strokes of this race. A wonderful row for them to take out Division 5 of the Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull. Canberra Girls Grammar just inching away now in the last few metres over Queenwood 1, so they will be second. Queenwood 1, little disheartened there, but not to worry, there's always the next regatta, and Queenwood 2 will place fourth. We have St. Catherine's, a good plucky row from St. Catherine's there, making steady progress as they come down the course, and they will place fifth. And our final crew will be Pymble Ladies College, who will place sixth. That win for Loreto Kirribilli in our final of race number 13 was an unofficial time of 4 minutes 22.54 seconds. In the end, they had a margin of 9.91 seconds over Canberra Girls Grammar School, who in turn led Queenwood by 3.51 of a second, and then 6.02 between the two Queenwood School crews. Our final crew, Pymble Ladies College, crossing the line now in Division 5. And recapping on the results, a win for Loreto Kirribilli, second Canberra Girls Grammar, third Queenwood 1, fourth Queenwood 2, fifth St. Catherine's, and sixth Pymble Ladies College. In Division 4, on the race course now, we have Canberra Girls Grammar in lane 3, Loreto Kirribilli in lane 4, St. Catherine's School in lane 5, Pymble Ladies College in lane 6, and Queenwood in lane 7. Pymble Ladies College were first to cross the 500-metre mark, Queenwood were second, Canberra Girls Grammar third, and St. Catherine's fourth. And as we come now into the final stages of this race, it is Pymble Ladies College who continue to lead. Loreto Kirribilli in second, and a really strong finish coming from Queenwood School in third. Canberra Girls Grammar are now fourth, and it will be St. Catherine's who will be fifth. But remember, every placing counts because you're gaining points for the overall point score. So Pymble Ladies College finally are going to secure a win in the Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull Division 4. They raise their rate of striking there, lifting now to secure that win. Pymble Ladies College, second, just at the end there. Queenwood School overtake Loreto Kirribilli to take second place. Loreto Kirribilli will have to settle for third in this race. Fourth will be Canberra Girls Grammar School, and fifth will be St. Catherine's. That winning time for Pymble Ladies College would be 4 minutes 13 seconds. So recapping the results then in Division 4 of the Year 9 Coxed Quad, a win for Pymble Ladies College, second Queenwood, third Loreto Kirribilli, fourth Canberra Girls Grammar, and fifth St. Catherine's. The time 4 minutes 13.45 seconds. We now move to Division 3 of the Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull. Pymble Ladies College are in lane 2. St Catherine's are in lane 3. Canberra Girls Grammar in 4. Loreto Kirribilli in 5. Queenwood are in lane 6, and Loreto Normanhurst are in lane 7. On the screen there we can see Pymble Ladies College off to a strong start. That's the crew of Georgie Purcell, Fifi, Hazelwood Lee, Sophia Lafsidis, Ella Jones and their cox Caitlin Cho. They're coached by Hannah Westhusen. St Catherine's beside them, the crew of Ashley Sassine, Emma Hartwig, Ruby Smith and Annabelle Crabb, coxed by Holly McGee and coached by Abby Gibbs. And as they come through the 500 metre mark, it is that crew from St Catherine's who are in the lead. Canberra Girls Grammar are currently in 3rd, the crew of Zara Mason, Frankie Bush, Isabel Warswick and Paris Satsias, coxed by Isabella Carey, coached by Campbell Moore. Loreto Kirribilli in lane 5 is the crew of Annabelle Ross, Zoe Fallon, Bronte Hurrigan and Beatrix Farley. Eva Clugston is coxing them and their coach is Sophie De Angelis. Queenwood, currently in 2nd, the crew of Zara Van Hamburg, Emma Gulbin, Elizabeth Wolfe and Zara Bond are coxed by Eleni Pagidas. Loreto Normanhurst in lane 5 are Madeline Woods, Ruby Dew, Eliana Kutami and Lara Wheelhouse, coxed by Lily Carolyn and coached by Lucy Lennon. So St Catherine's came across the line in 1st position. Queenwood was sitting in 2nd at halfway. Loreto Kirribilli were in 3rd. Pymble Ladies College were 4th and Canberra Girls Grammar School in 5th. I don't think that's quite right. I'm sure Loreto Normanhurst were right up there as well. And here we see the crew from St Catherine's from lane 3 who continue to lead. But there's a really good challenge, as usual, coming on from Queenwood as they come into the last 100 metres of the race. Pymble Ladies College have now trying to push their way through Loreto Kirribilli for 3rd position, and it looks as though they have just got their bows in front, but St Catherine's continue to lead. Challenged now by Queenwood. Have Queenwood run out of time? They have upped their rate of striking. They are sprinting towards the line. St Catherine's remaining very calm. And, whoa, it's going to be very close indeed. Oh, I'm not sure if that isn't a photo finish. If not, then it will be St Catherine's who will take the win over Queenwood. And lane 4, Canberra Girls Grammar School have just managed to come back again to Pymble Ladies College and take 4th in front of them. 5th will be the crew from in lane 4, which is we have 2 lane 4s out there, so I'll have to wait and see what the judges say about that. In lane 7, Loreto Normanhurst complete our field. But certainly a win for St Catherine's, and the time was 4 minutes, 1 second. So official results: 1st, Pymble Ladies College; 2nd, Queenwood; 3rd, Loreto Kirribilli; 4th, Canberra Girls Grammar; 5th, St Catherine's.
Takeoff. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
Division 2 of the Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull is underway. In lane 2, Loreto Kirribilli. In lane 3, Queenwood. In lane 4, Tara School. In lane 5, Loretto Normanhurst. In lane 6, Pymble Ladies College. In lane 7, PLC Sydney. And in lane 8, St Catherine's. I just want to correct the results that I read out before, just make sure those of you who are keeping tally know the official results. So it was a win for St Catherine's, second was Queenwood, third was Loretto Kirribilli, fourth Pymble Ladies College, fifth Canberra Girls Grammar, and sixth Loretto Normanhurst. The winning time 4 minutes 1.68, the margin 0.33 and 8.2. So at the 500 metre mark, halfway in our 1,000 metre race, Pymble Ladies College had taken a lead over Loretto Kirribilli. Sitting in third, Queenwood, fourth, St Catherine's, fifth, PLC Sydney, sixth, Loretto Normanhurst, and seventh, Tara School. Pymble Ladies College, they are in lane 6, and that's the crew of Aspen Moore, Alessandra Brasich, Harriet McLean in the 3-seat, and Olivia Kelly stroking. Carrie Luo is the Cox, and they are coached by Alyssa Campbell. In second, across on the very far side, the crew from Loretto Kirribilli is Amelia Reichel, Scarlett Kevin, Harriet Dinning, and Maya Strudwick, coxed by Emma Bunbury and coached by Frederica Gibbs. Queenwood School will be very strong in the second half. That's the crew of Penelope Yin, Yexi Wren, Zoe James, and Matilda Townsend, coxed by Anouk Fevre and coached by Kieron Glynn. So those are our first three crews. Then it's across to St Catherine's, who are closest to the grandstand, and they're showing very strongly indeed in this second half. Poppy Hartley, JD Leslie, Meg O'Connor, and Tilly Clark-Yago, coxed by Isabel Kilcross, having a good battle with PLC Sydney in lane 7, Isabel Lau, Sophia Tsudalakis, Stella Payson, and Alyssa Tamaris, coxed by Clara Irving. So Pymble Ladies College continue to lead, looking very strong and long. They continue to lead Division 2 of the Year 9 Cox Quad Scull and will take out the win ahead of Loretto Kirribilli on the far side. Third will be Queenwood. A strong finish, but Loretto Kirribilli will maintain 1 length at the finish line over Queenwood. The battle between St Catherine's and PLC is coming to conclusion. It will be St Catherine's who will cross the line in 4th position, just ahead of PLC Sydney. A fantastic race between those two crews. And another fantastic race, Loretto Normanhurst and Tara School. And Loretto Normanhurst crew will cross in 6th, and Tara School will have to settle for 7th. The winning time for Pymble in Division 2, 3 minutes, 46.7 seconds. The margin between them and Loretto Kirribilli, 6.35 seconds, and Queenwood, 2.61. So recapping the results of race 16, a win for Pymble Ladies College. Second, Loretto Kirribilli. Third, Queenwood. Fourth, St Catherine's. Fifth, PLC Sydney. 6th, Loretto Normanhurst, and 7th, Tara School. Just starting now is Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull. In lane 1, Loretto Normanhurst. In lane 2, Tara School. In lane 3, PLC Sydney. In lane 4, Pymble Ladies College. In lane 5, Loretto Kirribilli. In lane 6, St Catherine's. In lane 7, Queenwood. And in lane 8, Canberra Girls Grammar School. The crew from Loretto Normanhurst is Sophie Critchlow, Sophia Horback, Edith Rogers, and Jessica Lenahan. Neve Hornby is their cox, and Linda Reed is their coach. Tara School is the crew of Mackenzie Knott, Caitlin Irving, Mefina Bland, and Charlotte Oitmar, coxed by Amelia Jones and coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney, and Kate Crampton. PLC Sydney in lane 3 is Alessandra Siddon West, Grace Hannon, Abby Wilson and Miranda Zabo, coxed by Isla Court and coached by Gavin Ellis. The crew in lane 4, Pymble Ladies College, is currently in 1st position. That is the crew of Abigail Barfield, Skye Pockley, Megan Wood and Mia Booth, coxed by Madeline Lawson and coached by Ben Booker. Close beside them, Loretto Kirribilli in lane 5, currently in 2nd position, Freya Bateman, Jessica Kovacs, Alexandra Whitson and Heidi Aarons, coxed by Monica Dunstan and coached by Benjamin Sullivan. And beside them, St. Catherine's in lane 6, Madeline Swain, Victoria Funga, Madeline Mannins and Leela Gaston, coxed by Jasmine Abela and coached by Crystal Piper and Dermot O'Druid. A wonderful overhead shot there from our drone, manned by our cameraman. Fantastic viewing there, and you can see the speed at which our Year 9 Coxed Quad Sculls are going. So Queenwood School, currently in 4th, is Brooke Cuttance, Florence Hemming, Annie Sieve and Addison Rolls. Angela Han is their cox and Ray Boyle is their coach. And you can see then on the left of your screen, closest to the grandstand, Canberra Girls Grammar School crew of Annabelle Grimwade, Amelie McKellar, Olivia Crawford and Samantha Burns, Hammer Knight their cox, Sam Duckworth their coach. But it's another win for Pymble Ladies College in the Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull. They took out Division 2 and they will take out Division 1 in fine form. A real battle for second position, but I think Loreto Kirribilli may just hang on to take out second. And it's going to be a photo finish for third. St. Catherine's really quick across the line, may just have snuck in front of PLC Sydney. Then another battle, fifth will be Canberra Girls Grammar School, just sneaking in front of Queenwood School. And across on the far side, Tara School will cross the line in 7th place and Loreto Normanhurst will be 8th. What a fantastic race. A win there for Pymble Ladies College in a time of 3 minutes 41.47 seconds, a margin of unofficial margin of 4.62 over Loreto Kirribilli and a further 1.08 to St. Catherine's, who crossed the line just 0.26 of a second in front of PLC Sydney. So recapping the results now that they are official, race 17, which was the Division 1 Schoolgirl Year 9 Coxed Quad Scull, a win for Pymble Ladies College. Second, Loreto Kirribilli. Third, St. Catherine's. Fourth, PLC Sydney. Fifth, Canberra Girls Grammar. Sixth, Queenwood. Seventh, Tara School. Eighth, Loreto Normanhurst. After all that excitement, a change of pace, and in 5 minutes' time we will go back to Year 8s and we will start with the Schoolgirl Year 8 single scull and then move to the Schoolgirl Year 8 double scull before moving back to the Coxed Quads, where we will have 4 divisions of the Schoolgirl Year 10 event. So the wind has shifted around now and has really lifted. So just a reminder, if you are de-rigging now and loading trailers, to make sure you tie things down securely as the wind strengthens. And also the UV, as I mentioned before, getting pretty strong today. So please remember to slip, slop, slap. Make sure you've got your sunscreen on. Please wear your hats and your long sleeve white t-shirts. It's a bit... It's a false sense of security to think that with the coolness of that breeze that you're not getting burnt. Once you complete your racing, if you could bring your bow numbers back to the finish tower, we would be most grateful. So you can see on the screen now at the start line of the Year 8 single scull race, our 3 competitors. How brave. We've got Kitty Elias from Ascombe School in lane 4. We have Esther Essie of Pymble Ladies College in lane 5. And Rosie Roberts of Ascombe School in lane 6. And as we mentioned before, this is our Olympic distance course, so 2,000 meters. So when we race over 1,000 meters, we're going to use the last 1,000 meters of the course, and so the girls have a free start with nobody holding them. So it's a little tricky there, the aligner trying to line up the bow ball, because we take the finish timing from the bow ball crossing a line here at the finish tower. And they're off, and it's a really strong start for Esther Essie of Pymble Ladies College. She's up and racing straight away. Kitty Elias of Ascombe School also performing very strongly indeed. Rosie Roberts of Ascombe being just a little more cautious there off the start. Some very neat sculling indeed coming from Kitty Elias of Ascombe School. She's keeping her eyes in the boat. She's managing to get both blades into the water at the same time, and that might sound ridiculous, but it's actually not as easy as it looks. She's was rating 38. She's now settling down to her race rate of 34 strokes a minute. Meanwhile, Esther Essie of Pymble Ladies College continues to perform really well. She's rating 33 strokes a minute now that she's settled down into her race rhythm. They are racing over 1,000 meters, and Rosie Roberts still taking it fairly cautiously, but managing herself really well. So as we come towards the halfway mark, the end of the first 250 meters, it is Kitty Elias from Ascombe School who is in the lead over Esther Essie of Pymble Ladies College and Rosie Roberts of Ascombe School. And if you're tuning in on the live stream, you can see really glorious overhead footage from our drone there. And you get a very good idea of what sculling means, where you have a blade in each hand. And the puddles that are left behind as you take the oar out of the water and recover or come back again to the catch position. That's a beautiful view there of Kitty Elias, who is pretty impressive here in our Year 8 single scull. Kitty Elias representing Ascombe School. Thomas Parker, of course, the head coach there at Ascombe School. He's been working there for some time now, doing a great job with their sculling squad. A small but great program. So across the 500-meter mark, which is halfway for Kitty, she crosses the line in 2 minutes, 16.16 seconds. She now has an 8.86 second margin over Esther Essie of Pymble Ladies College. Rosie Roberts is sitting in third. Keeping safe, playing it cautiously in order to make sure she gains those points for her school. And if you have a program, you will see on, I think it is the 4th or 5th page, how the school point score stacks up, with 10 points for first place, 8 points for second place, 7 points for third place, 6 for fourth, and so on until you get to 8th position, where you get 2 points. And more lovely footage there of Kitty Elias from Ascombe School as she powers away in the Year 8 single scull. Closing in on the 250 meters to go mark. Rosie Roberts, also from Ascombe, gaining confidence now as she progresses through the course, and Esther Essie doing a really valiant effort there for Pymble Ladies College. So she went off at rate 38, she settled at rate 34, she's now coming into the finish line. Kitty Elias from Ascombe School, she's reducing her rate of striking as she realises she has an unassailable lead in this Year 8 single scull. She's down to 27 strokes a minute now, looking quite comfortable, still fairly lively. Esther Essie from Pymble Ladies College, coached by Sophie Wickens. Just really feeling it now, those those last 750 metres. So a win for Kitty Elias of Ascombe School in the Year 8 single scull. Esther Essie from Pymble Ladies College will be second. And Rosie Roberts of Ascombe School, what a great race she's had. She's really gained in confidence. She's sculling beautifully long. So this will be a fantastic result for her. Third in the Schoolgirl Year 8 single scull and taking home some very valuable points for Ascombe School. She'll take 7 points for Ascombe towards the point score. Congratulations, Ascombe School, first and third in the Year 8 single scull, and Pymble Ladies College second. The winning time there for Kitty Elias was 4 minutes, 47.91 seconds. She had margins of 15.1 and a further margin of 17.1. Schoolgirl Year 9 double scull is now on the course. In lane 2, we have Loretto Kirribilli, represented by Emily Lemieux and Madeline Burgess, coached by Hannah Potts. In lane 3, Ascombe School, and the double here of Sabrina Koskar and Lucy Yabsley won Division 3 of the Schoolgirl Year 8 double scull yesterday. They are coached by Susanna McMahon, and they are strongly in the lead, coming through to the 250 metre mark now. In lane 4, we have a crew from PLC Sydney of Maisie Burge and Manuela LaRocca, coached by Lily Glenn. In lane 5, Canberra Girls Grammar School, Mira Navaratnam and Willow Kerr-Lewis, coached by Leming and Megan Chen. Canberra Girls Grammar School are also in lane 6, Eliza Miller and Ellie McIntosh, coached by Alora Kelly. But Ascombe School, impressive yesterday in Division 3. They won in a time of 4 minutes and 6 seconds.
Landing.
They went through the 500 metre mark in a time of 1 minute 59. So if they don't fade too much in this second half, they look like improving on their time of yesterday, despite quite different conditions. So we can see there what makes a good crew. The good timing, the angles of the blades are really similar, and they have really lifted their rate of striking as they've come into the finish to try and shave some milliseconds off their overall time. They're rating 35 strokes a minute and really coping well at that rate as well. They take out 2 wins in 2 days, congratulating each other. 4 minutes, oh, I was wrong about the time, so 4 minutes, 8 seconds, just 2 seconds slower than yesterday, 4:8.54. So who will take those valuable points in second place? PLC Sydney. And then it's a battle between Loretto Kirribilli on the far side and Canberra Girls Grammar on the near side for third position. PLC Sydney will take second. Oh, and I think that must be a photo finish. No, Loretto Kirribilli, I think, just snuck in front of Canberra Girls Grammar School's second crew to take out third, and Canberra Girls Grammar School will be fifth. So winning time of 4 minutes 8.54. 35.91 seconds was the margin over PLC Sydney. They had 1.99 of a second over Loretto Kirribilli. In fourth, Canberra Girls Grammar School, the margin just 0.34. And in fifth, Canberra Girls Grammar School won. So recapping the results of the Schoolgirl Year 8 double scull, a win for Ascombe. Second, PLC Sydney. Third, Loretto Kirribilli. Fourth, Canberra Girls Grammar. Fifth, Canberra Girls Grammar 1. So we now have quite a long break, about 20 minutes, and then we will restart at 10:35 with the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Sculls. We'll have 4 races in this, and they will be raced over 1,500 metres before we then move and finish off with 2,000 metre racing. In the Schoolgirl senior events, the double, the single, the 4, the Coxed Quad, the second 8, and we'll finish off with the exciting first 8 at 11:43. So if you were a medalist and you haven't yet received your medal, please do remember you can come down to the tent in front of the grandstand to collect your medal and take some photographs on the dais. So the start of the first of our 4 races in the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull has just started. That's Division 4, race number 20 on our programme. In lane 3 we have a crew from Roseville of Alexandra Els, Grace Butler, and Amelia Irby and Ava Cornett, coxed by Grace Thompson and coached by Tanner Blessington. In lane 4 a crew from Canberra Girls Grammar of Matcha Simmel, Madeline Garner, Yasmin Sidhu and Bridget Myvolt, coxed by Caitlin Water and coached by Lachlan Hurd. And Pymble Ladies College are in lane 5, represented by Olivia Bransgrove, Isabella Watson, Sophie Waters and Isabel Fisher, coxed by Manny Lynn and coached by Lucinda Wickham Fines. So they're out to a fairly quick start, particularly in that crew from Pymble Ladies College in lane 5, Olivia Bransgrove, Isabella Watson, Sophie Waters and Isabel Fisher. Manny Lynn is the cox. They're racing over 1,500 metres. So they started at the 500 metre mark. They're through the first 250 metres of the race and they've settled into their race rhythm with Pymble Ladies College in the lead. Roseville College looking as though they're second, I think, and Canberra Girls Grammar School currently in third. The time to for that first 500 metres, 1 minute 58.58 for Pymble Ladies College. They have 3.59 seconds over Roseville, who are second, and they in turn have 2.75 over Canberra Girls Grammar. So we had a little lift of wind as the wind direction changed. That seems to have settled down now, so fairly constant conditions for these 3 crews. They're reaching the halfway point now of their race, and Pymble Ladies College continue to lead over Roseville, Canberra Girls Grammar in third. Now, Roseville College having a great race there. They settled into their race rhythm. And although every now and then they look like they're battling against each other a bit, they've kept it up at a really lively rate of 35 strokes a minute. And they're managing to hang on to this crew from Pymble Ladies College who are in the lead at a much lower rate of striking, 31, 32 strokes a minute. So 500 metres left in this race. Pymble Ladies College continue to lead. At the 500 metre mark, they led by 3.59. They've extended that lead now to 6.33 seconds. Pymble Ladies College, the crew of Olivia Bransgrove, Isabella Watson, Sophie Waters and Isabel Fisher. Manny Lynn doing a fantastic job in the Cox's seat there. The Roseville crew, of course, is Alexandra Els, who has jumped in for Grace Clayton. Grace Butler in the 2-seat, Amelia Irby in the 3-seat, Ava Cornett is the stroke, and Grace Thompson is the cox. And our Canberra Girls Grammar School crew is Matcha Simmel, Madeline Garner, Yasmin Sidhu and Bridget Myvolt, with Caitlin Water coxing. So that second 500 meters of their 1500 meter race completed. Halfway through this final 500 meters, so the 250 meters left to go. And still Roseville College battle away, trying to get on top of Pymble Ladies College. But Pymble Ladies College looking pretty relaxed and confident. They've brought their rate of striking down to about 31 strokes a minute and are looking really composed. Doing a great job there. A very mature row really for this Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull in Division 4. Pymble Ladies College continue to lead Division 4 in the Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull over Roseville College. And it's Pymble Ladies College for the win. Olivia Bransgrove crossing that finish line first. Roseville College taking second place. And Canberra Girls Grammar School now crossing in front of the grandstand. Coming into the final stages of their race over 1500 metres in the Year 10 Coxed Quad Division 4. So confirming the results of Division 4 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull, a win for Pymble Ladies College, second Roseville College, third Canberra Girls Grammar School. The finishing time 6 minutes 14.54 seconds, the margins 6.15 and 32.1. Our next race is Division 3 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad, race number 21 on our programme. The girls are lining up now. In lane 3, we have MLC School. Lee Yan Gui, Ivy Ross, Tessa Tompkins and Francesca Morrison, coxed by Sophia Iezi and coached by Joshua Rund and Kirsten Lillequist. In lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst, represented by Abigail Whitaker, Elizabeth Heilman, Amber Buchanan and Ash O'Kelly, coxed by Lily Carolyn and coached by Tom Galloway. In lane 5, Pymble Ladies College, Bianca Old, Sarah Oppenheim, Alice Dunn and Georgia Alexander Esau, coxed by Eliza Gottard and coached by Angus Webster. And in the lane closest to the grandstand and the camera, Roseville College, represented by Daniela Garski, Sophie Hurl, Matilda Baird and Sydney Krieger, coxed by Matilda Marchant and coached, I'll get there in the end, Alex Brown is their coach. So far side, MLC School in their light blue, white and dark blue kit. Lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst with their yellow caps. Loretto 5, Pymble Ladies College with their red caps. Lane 6, Roseville College. They are on the start line. And they're off. Oh, so Roseville College and Pymble Ladies College look like they're getting out in front early. The Pymble Ladies College crew that has taken an early lead is Bianca Old, Sarah Oppenheim, Alice Dunn and Georgia Alexander Esau. Their cox is Eliza Gottard. They're racing over 1,500 metres, so starting at the 1,000 metre mark. Just coming up now to the conclusion of their first 250 metres where they hit their rhythm and their stride. So Roseville College settling into a powerful rhythm now with pretty good timing. That's the Roseville College crew of Daniela Garska, Sophie Hurl, Matilda Baird and Sydney Krieger, with Matilda Marchant coxing them. They've settled down to a race pace of 34 strokes a minute. Looking very strong indeed and really challenging Pymble now for the lead. Pymble Ladies College up at 36 strokes a minute. As we settle into their race rhythm, we can see the crew from MLC School across in lane 3 have managed to really push away from Loretto Normanhurst. The MLC School crew you can see there on your screen in the bow seat on the right of the screen is Liliane Gui, Ivy Ross in the 2 seat, Tessa Tompkins is at 3, Francesca Morrison is at stroke, and their cox is Sophia Yezi. So we've got Pymble Ladies College in first position, Roseville second, MLC School third, and Loretto Normanhurst fourth as they cross the 500-metre mark. And about a length in between the first 3 crews and then a couple of lengths back to Loretto Normanhurst. So yesterday, this, just check if it's pretty much the same crew, raced in the Year 10 Coxed quad yesterday and placed second in Division 3 behind Queenwood. Queenwood obviously not in this race today. Leaving the field clear for Pymble for this crew. To get out there and have a really good strong race, and they've managed to get Clearwater now over Roseville and MLC School. So into the last 500, Pymble Ladies College crossing into the last 500 first. They've now extended their lead by about another second over Roseville College. Then it's back to MLC School. The margin between these 2 leading crews and MLC School having widened by about another length of a boat. Loretto Normanhurst still in 4th. This crew from Roseville having a much better race than yesterday. This is Daniela Garska, Sophie Hurl, Matilda Baird and Sydney Krieger. Their cox Matilda Marchant. They've obviously taken the lessons from yesterday and they are really applying them today. Looking forward to seeing what they do the rest of the season in the Year 10 Cox Quad Sculls. We're coming into the last 100 metres of the race now, and Pymble Ladies College continue to lead in Division 3 of the Year 10 Quad. Roseville College are in second, MLC School, in third. Now Pymble Ladies College into the red boys, lifting the rate of striking now, sprinting into the finish, but matched with a push from Roseville. Oh, fantastic last stages of the race from Roseville, but they've run out of room. It's Pymble Ladies College who will take out Division 3. An excellent row for Roseville College to take second. MLC School crossing the line now in third position in Division 3. So Pymble Ladies College crossing the line there in a time of a provisional time of 6 minutes, 6.59 seconds. The margin 3.33. Then it was a further 12.58 back from Roseville to MLC School. And our final crew, Loretto Normanhurst, we've got Abigail Whitaker, Elizabeth Heilman, Amber Buchanan, and Ashley O'Kelly. Coxed by Lily Carolan. And they come across the line now, coming into the line now, I say, earning valuable points for the Championship School Point Score 2021. Congratulations, Loretto Normanhurst. So recapping the results of Division 3 of the Year 10 Coxed Quad. First, Pymble Ladies College. Second, Roseville. Third, MLC School. Fourth, Loretto Normanhurst. Our Division 2 race is now in progress with Roseville College in lane 3, Loretto Normanhurst in lane 4, and Pymble Ladies College in lane 5. The crew representing Roseville is Charlie Griebel, Madeline Chadforth, Eloise Baird, and Caitlin Pierce. Their cox is Lauren Noble, and their coach is Hamish MacDonald. Loretto Normanhurst is represented by Maria L. Haddad, Molly Pirtle, Josie Sims, and Ava Myers, coxed by Genevieve Bolster and coached by Laurie Hunter. The Pymble Ladies College crew is Eleanor Aurid, Macy Leahy, Alexandra de Ambrosis and Arabella Hunt, coxed by Serena Lung and coached by Jasmine Hanley. So through the 500-metre mark, it was Pymble Ladies College who had taken a lead over Roseville, and Loretto Normanhurst were sitting in third. They're almost through the middle 500 metres of their race, coming up to the 500 metres to go mark. And it is Pymble Ladies College who continue to lead over Roseville, with Loretto Normanhurst having dropped back now. Pymble Ladies College now have a lead over Roseville of 5.59 seconds. And a further 14.57 back to Loretto Normanhurst.
Take off.
So our leading
The home
crew,
point has been
Pymble
updated.
Ladies College,
Please check it on the map.
Eleanor Aurid, Macy Leahy, Alexandra D. Ambrosis, and Arabella Hunt, coxed by Serena Lung. And a bit like our crew in the previous race yesterday, this Pymble Ladies College crew came second in their Division 2 race, and they are hurtling towards a win by the look of things in this one. Yesterday, the Roseville College crew with Charlie Griebel in the bow seat were third, and today they look like taking out second place. Yesterday, the margin between those two crews was 0.96 of a second, and it looks fairly close again today. But here we go. Into the last 100 metres of the race, and Pymble Ladies College crew of Eleanor Aurid, Macy Leahy, Alexandra D. Ambrosis and Arabella Hunt lift their rate of striking, harden up on the finishes, really try and break away now from Roseville College. Roseville's not having a bar of it. They too are responding. Pymble Ladies College will take the win. And they've increased the gap between themselves and that Roseville crew from yesterday, but a mighty fine row from Roseville College there to take second in Division 2. And Loretto Normanhurst here completing our field. Our provisional time for that winning Pymble Ladies College crew was 5 minutes 56.29, and the margin between them and Roseville was 6.25. And our third crew across the line, Loretto Normanhurst. So we move to Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull, where we have Loretto Normanhurst in lane 4, Pymble Ladies College in lane 5, and Canberra Girls Grammar School in lane 6. So in lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst, they are represented by Maria L. Haddad. Oh. So just correction there, we have two crews in this race, Pymble Ladies College in lane 5 and Canberra Girls Grammar School in lane 6. So the Pymble Ladies College crew is Lucy Miller, Catherine Gavana, Charlotte Harton and Rhiannon Castle, coxed by Indy Tischler and coached by Ollie Teets. And the crew from Canberra Girls Grammar School is Alex Perry Dalton, Claudia Bridgewater, Caitlin Natty and Abby Davis. They are coxed by Vasey Constantinou and coached by Vance Khan. So at the 500 metre mark, Pymble Ladies College had taken a very slight margin over Canberra Girls Grammar School, but it really is a side-by-side battle, which is an excellent form of racing. And there's no surprise that match racing, where there are only two crews, is so popular at places like Oxford and Cambridge boat race and the Sydney University and Melbourne University boat races. It really is a battle not only of your strength, your power and your fitness, but also your mental fortitude to be able to hang on and focus on process no matter what happens. So Pymble Ladies College, looking as though they are gaining confidence as they progress down the course. We've got a beautiful view there from overhead of the two crews, and you can see that there is just, I would say, a canvas in it between Pymble Ladies College and Canberra Girls Grammar, with the canvas currently going the way of Pymble Ladies College. A big push from Canberra Girls Grammar School now, that crew of Alex Perry Dalton, Claudia Bridgewater and Caitlin Natty and Abby Davis. A big push, can they get back at Pymble Ladies College? Well, no, it looks as though Indy Tischler, the Pymble Ladies College Cox, has realised what's happening and she's urged her crew to respond, and they maintain a canvas lead. Oh, this is a hard race. Now they come into the last 500 metres. Pymble Ladies College now have half a length lead over Canberra Girls Grammar School. But we just saw a big push from Canberra Girls Grammar School, so there's no way that Pymble Ladies College is safe. What a battle. This is where you really need to keep your eyes in your boat, not let yourself get distracted in any way whatsoever. Do your job. The Canberra Girls Grammar School crew looking very focused indeed. The Pymble Ladies College crew looking very determined. Pymble Ladies College have extended their lead to 3/4 of a length. Oh, big push coming from Pymble Ladies College now. They've still got 3/4 of a length. But their stroke girl now, she's looking across eyeball to eyeball with the Coxed of the Canberra Girls Grammar School and saying, no, we are going to get a full length over you. And they push away now really strongly. What an excellent row from Pymble Ladies College. What a valiant effort from Canberra Girls Grammar. They're not giving up. They're hanging on. Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull. It doesn't get much better than this. Pymble Ladies College, Canberra Girls Grammar still in touch with Pymble Ladies College. Pymble Ladies College fighting hard to break free. They have just a length lead. They continue to push. Canberra Girls Grammar lifting again, but Pymble Ladies College, clear water. They take that win then in Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull, with Canberra Girls Grammar School, a fantastic row from them to come in second. 3.74 of a second, just over a length separating those two crews. What a fantastic race. The finishing time 5 minutes 42.56 seconds. That's race 23 on our program. Division 1 of the Schoolgirl Year 10 Coxed Quad Scull, a win for Pymble Ladies College over Canberra Girls Grammar School. Okay folks, race 24 and we're into 2,000 metre racing, into the final events. We're going to kick off with the Schoolgirl Double Scull. In lane 3 we have a crew from St Catherine's, Charlotte Wadds and Pippa Steele, coached by Jared Watson. In lane 4, representing Tara School, Michaela Hole and Emma Mulker, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. In lane 5, Roseville with a substitution, Hannah Alexander coming into the crew with Sophie Brady, coached by Alex Brown. And in lane 6, Canberra Girls Grammar School with Vivienne Gilbo and Cheryl Charles, coached by Sam Duckworth. So we see on our screens now the crew from Tara School, crossing the line in a time of the 500 metre mark in 1 minute 59. Roseville College 1 length behind them. Canberra Girls Grammar School cross in 3rd. And it looks as though we only have those, oh no, yeah, it looks as though we only have the 3 crews. No, we do have 4 crews, and we've got a St Catherine's crew in 4th position, some 4 or 5 lengths behind. So 500 metres gone. That's a quarter of the race done. Racing the full Olympic distance now of 2,000 metres. So they're coming up to the halfway point now, 1,000 meters through the race, and it is Tara School who continue to lead. That's the crew of Michaela Hull, who's been racing for some time now, and Emma Malka. Roseville College are still in second place, but Tara School have extended their lead now to 6.44 seconds. Canberra Girls Grammar Schools crossing the line in third, and St Catherine's will be fourth. Lovely shot there from overhead where you can see that Tara School continue to extend their lead over Roseville. Canberra Girls Grammar still in third and St Catherine's in fourth. So the great thing about 2,000 meter racing is it gives you plenty of opportunity to settle into your race plan, and if you do make some mistakes, to have time to correct it and keep improving on what you were doing before, particularly if you've raced the previous day. So Tara School continuing to extend their lead over the rest of the field. So yesterday, Emma Malka took out the Schoolgirl double scull with her colleague Olivia Don't, who of course was racing earlier in the single scull. Today she's with Michaela Hull, and they've extended their lead every marker of the race. Coming through the 500 meters to go mark, they had increased their lead from 6 to 10 seconds. A wonderful row coming here from Tara School's Michaela Hull and Emma Malka. And their coach, of course, Graham Gardner, and Robin Mackney, Kate Crampton. Still in second, Roseville College, Hannah Alexander and Sophie Brady. Yesterday, Sophie Brady raced with Abby Cox. Today, Hannah Alexander jumps into the crew. And they're giving it all they've got. A very plucky row coming from them, but the Tara School, just a really exceptional quality there in this Schoolgirl double scull. They're coming to the last 100 meters of the race. There's no need to do any more. Very neat rowing indeed. What a great double. Very good looking. Congratulations, Tara School, winners of the 2021 Schoolgirl Double Scull. Fantastic win there for them in a time of 8 minutes and 19 seconds. Roseville College, no shadow of a doubt about their level of commitment. There's 18.95 seconds gap by the end of the race, but fantastic. Well done to Roseville College. Showed great spirit and character. Canberra Girls Grammar School, our crew of Vivienne Gilbo and Cheryl Charles will cross the line in 3rd place. And our final competitors are from St Catherine's, Charlotte Wadds, who yesterday raced in the Year 10-8, and her colleague Pippa Steele. Earning valuable points for St Catherine's School in the overall point score. St Catherine's School complete the race in our Schoolgirl double scull event. So well done to all our competitors in the Schoolgirl double scull. The results: a win for Tara School, 2nd Roseville, 3rd Canberra Girls Grammar, and 4th St Catherine's. Winning time 8 minutes 19.54. Our next race, which is already underway, is the Schoolgirl single scull. In lane 3, representing Ascombe School, Charlotte Halley, coached by Thomas Parker. In lane 4, representing St Catherine's, Molly McNeil, coached by Dermot O'Driscoll. In lane 5, representing Pymble Ladies College, Amy Watts. And in lane 6, representing Tara School, Sarah Fard, coached by Graham Gardner, Robin Mackney and Kate Crampton. So a big shout out actually to the St Catherine's double, who actually are both Coxes.
Landing.
So a really valiant effort for them to secure valuable points for their school, and tremendous plucky spirit as well to get out there and do that race. So congratulations to them. And in our single scull, as they cross the 1500 metre mark, so 3/4 of the race, it's Sarah Fard who is in the lead, representing Tara School. In 2nd, Charlotte Halley from Ascombe. 3rd across the line, Molly McNeil from St Catherine's. And 4th, Amy Watts, representing Pymble Ladies College. So yesterday at the PLC Kings and Rowing New South Wales Regatta, we had an inaugural event, a Schoolgirl representative 8s race, and Sarah Fard was in one of those crews. I'm pretty sure she was in the winning crew. A very competent sculler who has participated in our New South Wales Pathway 8s in the past. She won the Schoolgirl single scull yesterday in a time of 8 minutes 21. She's looking remarkably relaxed and confident today. I don't think, oh, she did race Amy Watts and Amy Watts yesterday as well. But Sarah Fard now powering across the line to take the win, and 2nd day in a row in the Schoolgirl single scull. Representing Ascombe, Charlotte Halley doing a great job out there ahead of Molly McNeil from St Catherine's. But it's Sarah Fard's race. Sarah Fard crossing the finish line now in a time of 8 minutes 35. A nice relaxed row for her and a convincing win. Charlotte Halley from Ascombe now, lifting her rate as she comes towards the finish line, making sure she stays safely ahead of St Catherine's Molly McNeil. and Amy Watts of Pymble Ladies College. Representing Pymble Ladies College, she'll come in fourth. That's 2 races in 2 days over 2,000 metres. She's going to sleep well tonight, but boy has she done well for her school. It takes great bravery to get out there in a single scull and race over 2,000 metres. So congratulations to Amy Watts of Pymble Ladies College, completing our field of schoolgirl single scull. Recapping on the results, a win in the schoolgirl single scull for Tara School, second Ascombe, third St Catherine's, fourth Pymble Ladies College. Winning time 8 minutes 35.48, the margins 22.92 and 10.73. We're going to move back from sculling to sweep for one race. Our next race at 11:15 will be the Schoolgirl 4 with Roseville College in lane 3, Canberra Girls Grammar in lane 4, Pymble Ladies College in lane 5, and Loreto Kirribilli in lane 6. So the Schoolgirl 4 is underway. Roseville College in lane 3, Canberra Girls Grammar in 4, Pymble Ladies College in 5, and Loreto Kirribilli in 6. The Roseville crew is Isabella Ryan, Adelaide French, Samantha Reeves, and Abby Cox. Their Cox is Lucy Thompson, and they're coached by Brianna Monk. Yesterday, they came third in the Schoolgirl 4's race. Canberra Girls Grammar next to them in lane 4 is the crew of Zoe McLaughlin, Sophia Benuti, Annabelle Abarca, and Claire Sonic. Coxed by Catherine Hardman and coached by Alec McBain. Yesterday they came second. The crews that came first and the crews that came first and second are not here. That was Kinross, Walleroy and Armadale. I'm wrong there. Canberra Girls Grammar were third and Roseville was fourth yesterday. And fifth was the Pymble Ladies College, which today is in lane 5. That's the crew of Anna Mufford, Eloise Wilson, Aisha Lakhani, Grace Carey, and Arabella Ibbotson, their Cox. They're coached by William Newnham. And completing the field, the crew from Loreto Kirribilli that didn't start yesterday. Hopefully they're going to get a good race today. That's Claire Flanagan, Samantha Callanan, Olivia Bisoglio, and Lucy McDougall. Coxed by Caitlin Gately and coached by William Foxton. Some nice looking water there at the start of the course. The wind's actually dropped a little bit, and we have mercifully got a little bit of cloud cover. Canberra Girls Grammar School, who were the fastest of the crews yesterday, crossing the 500 metre mark, the first of our 4 markers, in a time of 1 minute 55, 5.37 seconds ahead of Roseville. Pymble Ladies College 3rd, and that must mean Loreto Kirribilli are 4th. No, it means that Loreto Kirribilli once again are not in the race. Oh, that's a shame. So through the 750 now, and Canberra Girls Grammar School continue to lead. Looks like Pymble Ladies College have started to hit their stride and hit their straps now in this second quarter, making up some good ground against the crew from Roseville. So we see on the screen there the crew from Canberra Girls Grammar School. Their Cox is Catherine Hardman on the right-hand side of the boat, just lying down, coxing from the bow seat. Their bow girl is Zoe McLaughlin, Sophia Benuti in the 2-seat, Annabelle Barker in 3, and Claire Sonic setting the rhythm there as they come across the line first at the 1,000 metre mark in a time of 4 minutes, 0.48 seconds. The crew from Roseville has made up some time. They were 5.37 seconds behind. They're now only 4.69, and they have drawn away from Pymble Ladies College by a length over their previous position. So that's the Roseville College crew of Isabella Ryan. In the bow seat, Adelaide French in 2, Samantha Reeves in 3, and Abby Cox in the stroke seat. Again, lying down in the bows is Lucy Thompson, their Cox, and their coach is Brianna Monk. And then Pymble Ladies College, not lagging at all. Having to work very hard now as they do a push through the middle of the race and into the third 500. Often considered one of the trickiest parts of a race, where you really are starting to feel the fatigue, starting to feel the effects of the build-up of lactic acid, starting to feel a little bit sore and starting to question why you're there, but there's no turning around at this point, so you may as well pick it up and get on with it. And pick it up and get on with it, Canberra Grammar do. Trying to push away, but being challenged by Roseville College, who are having a really good strong row there in this third 500. Pymble Ladies College still sticking with the crews, trying not to get to fall behind any further. Canberra Girls Grammar continue to lead in our final of the Schoolgirl Coxed 4. Roseville College, every single stroke they're trying to reel in this tiring Canberra Girls Grammar School crew. Their Cox has almost caught up to the stern of the Canberra Girls Grammar School crew. The Cox of the Roseville crew, Lucy Thompson, urging her crew on now. A big push from Canberra Girls Grammar, but Roseville making up time. They've gone from 5.37 seconds down, 4.46 seconds down. They're now only 3.41 seconds down, so just over a length. A very good pick-up there from Canberra Girls Grammar School as they start to build up to the final stages of the race. We've got some beautiful water here. Very determined effort from the crew from Roseville College. Well, it's actually starting to get a little bit tense here. Will it be Canberra Girls Grammar School, or will Roseville College overtake them in the last 250 metres? Canberra Girls Grammar up at rate 33. Roseville College rowing a little shorter, but up at rate 34. Canberra Girls Grammar shortening up just a little. Stay long, stay long. They've increased their rate of striking to 35. Roseville College matching them at 35 strokes a minute. And they're really pushing back strongly, Roseville College. Will they catch them? Canberra Girls Grammar, really good send off the finish there. No, they say, no, this is our race. And they managed to pull out a quarter of a length with one big push, increasing their rate of striking to 36. Roseville College lengthening out and also increasing their rate. But it will be an excellent win for Canberra Girls Grammar. A big push at the end to win by just over a length over Roseville College. What a race! What a race. Congratulations, Canberra Girls Grammar. Well done, Roseville. Dangerous. And Pymble Ladies College. A great row for them too to come in third position in our Schoolgirl Coxed 4. The winning time for Canberra Girls Grammar, 8 minutes, 8.16. The margin in the end, 3.56 and 15.57. On the start line now, we have Coxed quads. A first quad from MLC School is in lane 2. Sarah Carvolth in its Kritzler, Layla Hare and Sophie Wilson, coxed by Sasha Kovaric, coached by Ashley Brooking and Kathleen Hextall. We then have a gap of a lane before we go to the second Coxed quads, the second cruise. Loretto Normanhurst in lane 4, the crew of Bridget Whitaker, Eden Thomas, Charlotte O'Keefe and Elizabeth Attia, coxed by Emma Flaherty and coached by William Beedham. In lane 5, representing Pymble Ladies College, Lily Windsor, Denica Tajali, Amanda Lewin and Victoria Brash, coxed by Abby Thornton and coached by Eliza Johnson. In lane 6, MLC School, Briar Campbell, Olivia Alden Hallett, Dylan Rose and Haya Yahya, coxed by Sophia Iezi and coached by Kathleen Hextall and Ashley Brooking. In lane 7, Canberra Girls Grammar School, Alex Williamson, Harriet Miles, Kat Allen and Emily McHugh. Their cox is Grace Dimoff. They are coached by Sam Duckworth. So we can see from the camera our umpires and starters trying to get the crews straight and align them. So when we talk about alignment, we have a gentleman in the aligner's hut who is looking across the course, trying to make sure all of the bow balls on the boats line up. And we take the finish timing from their bow balls at the finish line. And we then have people in huts at every 500 metres taking the times.
For the quad through, so don't impede them if you can. They're due in this race and they're coming up behind you.
Just waiting for a final crew to join us on the start line.
It's the holding pontoon anyway, so just move down the course a bit away from there and we'll get your race underway after this.
So just a reminder, if you finished racing, please return your bow numbers to the finish tower. Make sure you've securely tied your boats down. We've got some exciting races coming up. The Coxed quads now, and then we will move to the second 8 at 11:36 and the first 8 at 11:43. If you're coming down to watch at the front of the grandstand or off the side of the course, we look forward to hearing all of your cheering. If you can, please bring a hat, make sure you've got some sunscreen on. So some of these crews raced each other yesterday. MLC School in lane 2 raced against Canberra Girls Grammar, who are going to be in lane 7. The MLC came 3rd, Canberra Grammar were 8th. And then in the second quad race, Loretto Normanhurst, who are in lane 4, raced Pymble Ladies College. Loretto Normanhurst just getting the better of Pymble Ladies College yesterday. MLC School joining the fray today with their second quad as well as their first quad. So again, in the far side, lane 2, we have MLC School, first crew. In lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst. In lane 5, Pymble Ladies College. In lane 6, MLC School's second crew. In lane 7, Canberra Girls Grammar, just coming onto the start line now.
Okay, the other crews, start getting yourselves aligned down the course. We'll just keep an eye on the wind. It is blowing through. It's affecting particularly lanes 5, 6 and 7. So make sure you've got your course set down the centre of your lane. If you have to pass an all forward to straighten up, do it. And I won't be starting till every crew is settled. And we will have a quick start. We won't do the roll call. If we can get you set, no breeze, it'll be attention with the red light followed by the hooter. So I'll call 2 minutes and we'll get the sequence underway while Canberra come into their bingo.
So you may have heard the starter then just explaining to the girls that because of the wind, it's a little tricky to hold everybody in position. We have a crew that is late onto the start, and so in order to keep the regatta running to time, he will do a quick start. Normally, the starting umpire would do a roll call, so he would run through which crew is in each lane. But if he's satisfied everybody's in the right lane, he'll do a quick start, which is simply the attention go. Now, on this course, which is an international standard course, we have traffic lights at the start, at the held start at the 2,000 metre mark. The lights show red until the starter says go, and at that point there is a hooter and also a visible sign, a green light.
Come on, Canberra, get a move on, please.
So tricky conditions here, and
Get
if you
yourselves
don't
attached.
often start from a pontoon like this, a little bit difficult to figure out how to back the boat on in a crosswind. The most important thing is to remain calm.
You're not going to do it that way. They're not going to be able to do it for you. Pull it round on your left hand, get yourselves back into your lane. Come on, back it on the right, pull it round on the left. Get across your line. Keep coming it across, keep coming across, keep coming across. And then back in from that side of the lane, not the far side. Okay, so come on up, come on 7. Now back it down and get yourself lined up with this, with the finger. Okay, now back it on the left hand. Bring it round. Bring the stern around, and back in, say, upwind of the finger, and then you'll float onto it. Don't aim for it. Go to the lane 6 side. Okay, come on, Canberra, you can do this. It's not like Burley Griffin. It's a bit easier than this. Okay, everybody keep Canberra's in. Come on, everybody settle. Everybody settle. Get a course, Canberra. Make sure you're pointing down the line. Lane 5, straighten up. This will be a quick start, attention, followed by the hooter. There'll be no roll call. All crews, attention.
And they're off. Race number 27 on our programme, the Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull in lane 2, MLC School 1. In lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst. In lane 5, Pymble Ladies College. In lane 6, MLC School 2.
What's your course, Canberra?
And
Straighten
in
up
lane
in your
7,
lane.
Canberra Girls Grammar.
Straighten up, Canberra.
Tricky conditions with a bit of crosswind there at the start. Canberra Grammar School being blown into the boys, and MLC School having a little bit of a wobble, getting close to exactly the same line of boys, but the crews separating now, getting back into the middle of their lane. And as you would expect, getting out to an early lead, the MLC School crew that rode in the first division yesterday over in lane 2. That's the crew of Sarah Carvolth, Inez Kritzler, Layla Hare and Sophie Wilson, who are coxed by Sasha Kovaric. Loretto Normanhurst and Pymble Ladies College having a good battle in the early stages of the race. They're coming up now to the 250 metre mark, stretching out, finding their race rhythm, settling in for the remainder of the course and for that very important middle 1,000 metres. Pymble Ladies College looking very strong indeed in lane 5 there. And both MLC School crews doing really well indeed. The first crew taking out the first crossing of the 500 metre mark. MLC School's second crew coming across in second position. Loretto Normanhurst sitting in third. Pymble Ladies College fourth and Canberra Girls Grammar School fifth at the 500 metre mark. MLC School crossing the line just shy of 2 minutes. MLC School second crew 1.35 of a second behind them. Then it's 5.78 seconds back to Loretto Normanhurst, who are having a good tussle with both Pymble Ladies College and Canberra Girls Grammar School. A great opportunity here for the MLC School second quad to challenge the MLC School first quad. It's never too late for some changes to be made for regattas later on in the season. This second crew in lane 6 is Briar Campbell, Olivia Alden Hallett, Dylan Rose and Haya Yahya, coxed by Sophia Yezi. And they look like they're really storming along nicely. 1.35 second gap at the 500 meter mark as they power towards the 1,000 meter mark. They're looking like they're really trying to challenge their first crew. So now it's a question of confidence, of process, and of rowing technically as well as you can in combination with your colleagues. Keeping your angles of your blades the same, trying to get your blades in the water at exactly the same time and same depth, trying to take your blades out at the same time. And they're doing a really good job of it. So our crew in lane 6, MLC School's second quad, powering away now. Powering in front of Loretto Normanhurst in lane 4. As they cross the 1,000 meter mark, the MLC's first crew 4 minutes, 4 seconds. They've extended their lead now to 6.97. Over their second crew, who have 8.53 of a second over Loretto Normanhurst. Pymble Ladies College still in 4th and Canberra Girls Grammar in 5th. So Canberra Girls Grammar School had a tricky start, but they've managed to gather confidence as they come in the middle part of the race, and they're really squeezing back hard now against Loretto Normanhurst. But MLC School 1 remain in the lead over MLC School 2. 3rd, Loretto Normanhurst. 4th, Pymble Ladies, and at the moment 5th, Canberra Grammar School. A good battle going on though for that final position and placing. A lovely shot there of the banks of the Sydney International Regatta Centre. We've got some cloud cover, but you can see that we are so fortunate we've had plenty of rain, and this year the course is full of water, less full of weed, and the banks are lovely and green. MLC School, their first crew continues to lead, their second crew still battling away, trying to extend their lead over Loretto Normanhurst in the second quad race. 6:07 is the time for MLC School as they cross the 1,500 meter marks. That's the MLC first crew. MLC School's second crew crossing the line in second position. And then our Loretto Normanhurst crew of Bridget Whitaker, Eden Thomas, Charlotte O'Keefe and Elizabeth Attia, coxed by Emma Flaherty, crossing the line in third position. But it's still Sarah Carvolth, Ines Kritzler, Layla Hare and Sophie Wilson with their cox Sasha Koverick, who lead now by over 13 seconds from the MLC second crew. Canberra Girls Grammar, they're winning the battle against Pymble Ladies College. They've now overtaken them. I am sure, knowing Pymble Ladies College, they won't be giving up at all though. So we're going to have a great race in the final 500 meters. So coming into the last 250 meters of the race now is MLC's first crew, the only competitor in the first quad part of this race. Closing in on that 250 meter to go mark is MLC's crew in the second quads. Ooh, it looks like Loretto Normanhurst just starting to tire a little there. Canberra Girls Grammar School just making up some ground, trying to reel them in, having a battle with Pymble Ladies College. Pymble Ladies College look like they've done a push, and they're managing to get back on terms with Canberra Girls Grammar. Both of those crews have Loretto Normanhurst in their sights. MLC School's first crew coming across the finish line now to take out the race number 27, our Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull. Their time today, 8 minutes, 8.8 seconds, pretty even splitting all the way down the course, 2:02, excellent. MLC School's second crew will take out the second quad. Excellent racing there from MLC School, really setting the bar very high indeed. Hanging on to their third position, Loretto Normanhurst, despite impending challenges from both Pymble and Canberra Grammar, they've regrouped and they will cross the line in third. It will be Pymble Ladies College who will take fourth. A plucky row from Canberra Girls Grammar, but they will have to settle for fifth today. So recapping the results of race number 27, the Schoolgirl Coxed Quad Scull. MLC School first crew, first. Second, MLC School second crew. Third, Loretto Normanhurst. Fourth, Pymble Ladies College. Fifth, Canberra Girls Grammar School. Winning time 8 minutes, 8.80 seconds. The margins 15.89, 20.16 and 6.24. Ladies and gentlemen, the Schoolgirl second 8 race is underway with Loretto Kirribilli in lane 2, Queenwood 1 in lane 3, Canberra Girls Grammar in lane 4, Loretto Normanhurst in lane 5, Pymble Ladies College in lane 6, and Queenwood 2 in lane 7. Yesterday, the race was taken out by Queenwood 1. In lane 3, the crew of Sienna Williams-Bush, Isabel Sanderson, Brooke Lancaster, Abby McClellan, Francesca Cabanas, Eliza Cook and Heidi Boyd. Emerson Stock is their stroke. Ali Hindmarsh is their cox, and they are coached by Eric Rowan and Max Stanistreet. And they, at the 1,000-metre mark, are in the lead over Canberra Girls Grammar. Now, yesterday, Pymble Ladies College got up on Canberra Girls Grammar, but at the moment, Canberra Girls Grammar have, just about a length's lead over Pymble Ladies College. That's Canberra Girls Grammar crew of Holly Irvine, Savannah Van Gielen, Alexandra Malagan, Sophia Champion de Crespini, Amelia Farrell, Alice Collins, Abigail Merkel, and Addie Kerr-Lewis. Georgia Gathercole is their cox, and their coach is Nigel Miller. And the Pymble Ladies College crew in lane 6 today is Polly Sargent, Sophie Dunn, Chloe Luxford, Isabella Koleski, Stephanie Wood, Madison Leister, Alice Walker, Michaela Arthur, and their cox Halle de Souza. They are coached by Kendall Brody. So Queenwood 1 across the line first at the 1,000-metre mark. Canberra Girls Grammar second at the 1,000-metre mark. Pymble Ladies College third. In fourth, Loretto Normanhurst. In fifth, Loretto Kirribilli. And in sixth, Queenwood 2. Those are exactly the same placings as the race yesterday. So Queenwood continue to lead, looking quite imposing now as we come up towards the 500-metre mark. Yep, and they're crossing that 500-metre mark still in first place. It looks as though Canberra Girls Grammar School retain their second position. Yes, they do. And lane 6, so that's Pymble Ladies College still in third position, falling back just a little now to over a length. Coming across in fourth position, the crew from Loretto Normanhurst of Simone Robinson, Lucy Perrison, Scarlett O'Kane, Kate Walters, Laura Woods, Olivia Lucas, Maya Jones, Kate Cooley, and their cox Sarah Simon. They are coached by Richard Ledger and Laurie Hunter. Loretto Kirribilli sitting in fifth position, the crew of Lucy Howard, Charlotte Burgess, Claudia Callahan, Charlie Brown, Matilda Damien, Olivia Loadsman, Alice Watkins, and Abigail Skinner. Their cox is Gabrielle Rose, and they're coached by Elliot Hunt. And then in sixth position, the Queenwood 2 school crew. So that's Catherine Wen and Amelie Kumarasinghe, Jessica Dover, Maya Kazal, Reese Harvey, Chloe Minette, Claire D'Souza, Madeline Wheel. They're coxed by Michaela Cheetham and coached by Caroline Lonergan and Ella Davidson. But it's Queenwood 1 all the way and looking very confident here. They have a few lengths lead now over the crew from Canberra Girls Grammar School. A very strong row from Canberra Girls Grammar to take a lead over Pymble, and it really does look as though Pymble ladies won't be able to get back at them in the late stages of this race. Still in fourth, the crew from Loretto Kirribilli. From Normanhurst, Loretto Kirribilli in fifth. Queenwood, a great win for Queenwood in a time of 7 minutes. 1.63 seconds, so just 1 second slower than yesterday. Second, Canberra Girls Grammar School. Third, Pymble Ladies College. Fourth will be Loretto Normanhurst. Fifth will be Loretto Kirribilli. And how fantastic to have 2 8s in the Schoolgirl second 8. Queenwood School will cross the line in sixth with their second crew. So Queenwood's second crew complete our contestants in the Schoolgirl second 8. A win, just confirming the results, a win for Queenwood 1 in the Schoolgirl second 8. Second, Canberra Girls Grammar. Third, Pymble Ladies College. Fourth, Loretto Normanhurst. Fifth, Loretto Kirribilli. Sixth, Queenwood. Winning time 7 minutes 1.63 seconds. The margins 10.26 and 6.51. And we move on to the first 8, our final race of the day, the Schoolgirl first 8s. PLC Sydney are in lane 2, St Catherine's in lane 3, Loretto Kirribilli in lane 4, Pymble Ladies College in lane 5, Queenwood in lane 6, Canberra Girls Grammar in lane 7, and Loretto Normanhurst in lane 8. In the lead at the 1,000-metre mark is Queenwood. Queenwood, Canberra Girls Grammar in second. It's a bit like a replay of the last race. Pymble Ladies College in third. Loretto Normanhurst currently in fourth. Loretto Kirribilli currently in fifth. St Catherine's sixth and PLC Sydney seventh. So the Queenwood crew, that is in the lead. In the bow seat, Bronte Blackmore Cram. In the 2 seat, Madeline Newman. In the 3 seat, Madeline Nicol. 4, Chloe Driver. 5, Tiffany Botha. 6, Beth McClellan. 6, Chelsea Prout. 7, Stephanie Preller. She's the stroke. Lucy Anderson is the cox. The coaches Kieran Glynn and Ray Boyle. The same crew that won yesterday in a time of 6 minutes, 48.9 seconds. Canberra Girls Grammar School was second yesterday, second still to now. Neve James in the bow seat, Lauren Goldie at 2, Olivia Natty, Charlotte Gross, Georgina Wallace, Jenna Order, Ashley Burns, Madeline McGuinness, their cox Andrea Newham and their coach Caroline Pipers. Oh, a good battle going on there though. Pymble Ladies College still in third, Georgina Seymour, Liesl Page, Tilly Morgan, Georgina Erickson, Philippa Austin, Jessica Colbrand, Lillian Huntley and Sophie Graham. Maureen Khan is their cox, their coaches Ali Williams and Steve Evans. What a battle. Queenwood. First across the line with 500 metres to go, but being pressed very hard now by Canberra Girls Grammar School and Pymble Ladies College. Loretto Normanhurst still sitting in fourth. That's the Loretto Normanhurst crew of Lillian Dean, Madeline Studdert, Madison Webster, Brinnan Barr, Alexandra O'Brien, Ellie McKenzie, Paige Critchlow, Grace Gillies and their cox Elizabeth Bolster, coached by Jeff Patterson and Georgia Borritt. Then it's back to Loretto Kirribilli, Alyssa Fickers, Elizabeth Carey, Caitlin L., Lauren Moran, Isabel Constantian, Alex McMillan, Charlotte Cadman and Emma Jones. Mietta Jones is their cox and they're coached by Michael Benarius. Oh, they come in towards the last 250 now and it really is on for young and old. Queenwood still maintaining a slight lead over Canberra Girls Grammar School. Canberra Girls Grammar looking very dangerous. Pymble Ladies College still sitting in third. Loretto Normanhurst still in fourth, Loretto Kirribilli in fifth. St Catherine's having a wonderful row in that last 500, really closing in now on Loretto Kirribilli there. St Catherine's closing in on Loretto Kirribilli. And PLC Sydney still in spitting distance. Queenwood maintain their lead. Canberra Girls Grammar School pressing them hard. Pymble Ladies College throwing everything at it now in this last 100 metres. Queenwood School having to really sit up and sprint. Can they fend off Canberra Girls Grammar? Oh, it's a fast finish from Canberra Girls Grammar. But it will be Queenwood. Canberra Girls Grammar just second. Pymble Ladies College third. A fast and wonderful finish from Loretto Normanhurst. A great row. Loretto Kirribilli will be fifth. St Catherine's really pushing hard now against Loretto Kirribilli. St Catherine's will be sixth. And let's look at the time. The time for Queenwood yesterday, 6 minutes 48. Today, 6 minutes 46.47. The margin 1.22. What a race. The margin yesterday was 1.26, so Canberra Girls Grammar were faster today as well. Congratulations, PLC Sydney. So good to see an 8 racing from PLC Sydney, and they complete our cruise in the Schoolgirl First 8. Recapping the results. Schoolgirl First 8, a win for Queenwood. Second, Canberra Girls Grammar. Third, Pymble Ladies College. Fourth, Loretto Normanhurst. Fifth, Loretto Kirribilli. Sixth, St Catherine's. And seventh, PLC Sydney. Winning time 6:46.47. The margins 1.22, 4.38 and 2.01. So congratulations to our Schoolgirl second 8, won by Queenwood School, and second was Canberra Girls Grammar, third Pymble Ladies College. Some excellent results there. And of course, this year, no official presentations, but athletes are most welcome to come and get their medals. And indeed, Queenwood are doing that and getting up there on that medal rostrum to celebrate their win in the Schoolgirls second 8 in a time of 7 minutes, 1.63 seconds.